click the go live button, then keep copy pasting, and slowly swallow my rage at Discord for not using the image I prepped. But at least you can all see it in front of my face. Well, not in front of my face. Down to the bottom right of my face. We have a clan war today with AIMA and CB, and I have not gotten the pleasure of casting a lot of CB stuff. I have only played with CB Pandasama. I think I've played Voins once or twice. I think I have an even record with Voins, and I think Pandasama, the only time I played with him, he beat me. So, I mean, my only experience with them is that they're pretty good. We'll see today. A lot of fresh faces on here that I will get to as soon as I'm done copy-pasting a bunch of stuff. Because, let's just say, I did a dumb with knowing what time things were supposed to be happening. So I thought I had 28 more minutes, and apparently we're supposed to be doing this 30 minutes ago. Alright, everything's copy-pasted. What's going on? What's happening? Where am I? Who's around me right now? Oh, my tea is too hot. Honey Nut's here. Click the go live. Sound check's fine. Good. Hey, Honey Nut. Hey, Roscoe. Emperor de la Renaissance. Hey, hey. What up? I should have a thing for this. Let's do right screen, I guess. Right screen works. Can I add source? 1 second. 1 second. Window. Excel. That should work, right? No? It's blank. Why is it blank? Well, screw it. Right screen will just have to be right screen. What up? So you can see everybody playing today on the side of CB. We have Pandasama, Voins, Pandasama and Lord Lever as the first 2v2. Then Terran, Lord Lever again, Deobold, Hashra Real, Dead Moros, and then Voins and Terran teaming up. On the AIMA side, we have Cuden, Head Mantis and Grumpy Guard, Shogunik, Reganator, Grumpy Guard, Noah Face, Dilatron, and then Cuden and Reganator teaming up for their final 2v2. Most of the factions were blind picked. I was sent the list by the clans independently. They didn't know what each other was sending as far as I know. Then I went through it with Mantis and Deobold / Ahashra, and we got rid of any abysmal matchups as best we could. So if there are any unfavorable matchups, blame RNG. That's what I got for you. All right, scoring. 1v1s are worth 1 point, 2v2s are worth 2 points. Let's say CB wins this fight. I will highlight these two spaces. And if AIMA wins the next game, I'll highlight this one red. And that would mean at this current moment, CB is up 2-1. Right? Easy peasy. With that, I think Pandasama and Cuden are getting a lobby up, so I'll go look for that. Hello, human. Go, AIMA. Yo, drop an elbow on that like. Don't break my like button. It took me forever to repair. Pandasama, I'm guessing. Is this one? 1, 2, 3. Ah, that is delicious mint tea. I added some honey to it. It's good. It's good stuff. I have blocker up, right? No, I need to switch to this one for the blocker. Nice. Nice. Yo. Ready whenever. So first up, we have the High Elves versus Chaos? Really? Oh yeah, that's right. They opted into that matchup. We were thinking about switching it, but then just decided Cuden thought he could overcome a very unfavorable matchup in most people's opinions. Let's see if he can. Pandasama's quite good. Quite good. Yes. Whole AIMA seem to be here. I mean, I'd hope so. Watch your clanmates destroy the forces of CB. Where is CB based out of? From our communication, it sounds like they're a European clan, but I don't know if they really have a geographical location. Thank you for promoting likes. I don't know YouTube things, but I think that probably potentially helps. I don't know. I just work here, dude. Hello, Stefan. Stefan, I saw you sitting in the AIMA chat. Are you AIMA now, or are you just a friend? Friend and countryman to the clan? The pictures of the Undead Knight and the Minotaur are just so I don't have like a black background, but also art that won't get me in trouble because I don't own it or whatever. So just stole them from one of my board games. Russian clan members mostly. I thought VM had most of the Russian players. Well, ready to see some more. The Russian guys are usually pretty entertaining to watch. Hazel and Ed are settling in for a nap, so we got a nice full house over here. Part of the clan. Good for you, Stefan. Good for you. AIMA's a good bunch of lads. Can't think of any AIMA members I have any issues with. Well, except for Mantis. Mantis is mean. Every time I talk to Mantis, it's just putting me down. When he asked me to host this clan, where he was like, "Hey, you piece of shit. Got anything going on in your worthless life?" And I was like, "No." He said, "Good. Get over here." Okay. I'm trying to think of a prize for the winning clan, because I didn't see a prize posted. But everybody likes to win something. I don't know. I might put a poll up. Behind the blocker, Pandasama's build is ready. Cuden's still working on his. Wait. You play in this tournament? Or recruit and backup? Where? What? Pandasama, Shogunate, Grumpy Guard. Okay. I'm not on drugs. I didn't miss anything. Question. New to all this clan stuff. Are clans race specific? Some are, some aren't. Hey, Captain Telis. Cuden's ready, so we're getting into our first game. As for the clans thing, like Son of the Mountains, most of them play dwarves. I think all of them play dwarves, but they can play a good number of things. And then there's clans like, apparently CB is crying Beastmen, so I would assume they have a lot of Beastmen mains. But then there's clans like RTK and ODM where they're not really faction oriented, they just play whatever. And then there's kind of in the middle clans like VM, where most VM players play vampire counts very well, but it's not like a stated rule or anything. It just seems to be a coincidence, so But no, usually clans aren't tied to one race. Alrighty. So, for Pandasama, we have 5 Chaos Warriors with great weapons. We have 4 Marauder Horsemen and 2 Marauder Horse Masters. Where's the other one? There you are. Double Hell Cannon. Neither of which is the ROR, which I find interesting. Soul of Damnation offers a lot more ammunition for prolonged games, so maybe Pandasama is betting that this will be a short one. He has Final Transit, Plague of Rust on Sartorial, along with Stand Your Ground and Arcane Conduit. For Cuden, it looks like we have an Archer push line. 2 Illyrian Reavers, 2 Silver Helms, a Star Dragon, and Teclis on the ground with regrowth for the Star Dragon, Net, and Enfeebling Foe. Very interesting to see a Star Dragon here, though I guess I don't know the matchup that well, so I shouldn't be that surprised. Spearman front line, looks like 5 of them, and basic Archer back line. Archers, 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 Archers. So 5 Archers, 5 Spearmen, 2 Illyrian Reavers, 2 Silver Helms, Star Dragon, and Teclis. Very interesting build. And the Hell Cannons, I don't know how much damage they do to a Star Dragon. I think they do good damage to Teclis, unless he has crazy missile resist, but they're usually pretty good against horse characters. They might just want to focus down Teclis all game and take out the caster / lord. AIMA isn't least, but do have a bunch of Chaos mains. That's true. I think if you have a renowned expert of some faction of clan, it might make it easier and more viable to learn that one yourself. True. RTK kind of, I was part of them. They used to have, like, they kind of had a specialist for everything. Like, Bob Tresh was their Lizardmen specialist, Jay Phoenix, High Elves. Houseplant and Killing Smalls both kind of did Empire, but Killing Smalls was also really good at Bretonnia. Satsuma, Greenskins, obviously. So they felt like a Pokemon trainer where they're going around trying to collect a main from everything and get them to play. That is delicious tea that is now gone. Thankfully. Got a second cup. Same exact thing in both cups. Somehow, this one's better. Delicious. Delicious. Don't know exactly what the holdup is at the moment. Looks like Cuden said he's ready. What? Oh, shit. Not used to people waiting for me. Yeah. If you're watching this and you have a future game in the clan war, don't wait for me, dude. When you're ready, you just go. I'll cast on the fly, because almost every game there's this phase where the armies have to move up and I can keep talking. Very, very rarely do both armies like Vanguard on top of each other. Hammond wants to make an outro for my channel that is Ben Shapiro singing WAP. I might pass on that. So, in the game, massive skirmish advantage to Chaos. They have 6 skirmish cap. The enemy has no skirmish units, except for the archers are kind of counter skirmish. But the longer they fuddle about here, the longer the double hell cannon have to fire. And I think the double hell cannon will enjoy that time. Though it looks like Panda Sam is having some human boy luck with the frickin' hell cannons. I just saw like 3 shots in a row miss archers standing still. Very unfortunate for him so far. But the skirmish cap is getting good values in. And look at that. When the hell cannons hit, they take about a third, maybe even closer to half of those archers' health. That is nuts. So the High Elves will want to get up and active as quickly as possible. One thing that could be tricky is killing the Star Dragon. If your skirmish cav is all over the map like it is right now and not really focusing on the Star Dragon, he could just run over here and do whatever he wants. And it looks like Fiery Convocation is coming down on these netted Chaos Warriors, the Great Weapons. It should do a lot of damage while they can't move. Takes about half their health off, and it keeps going. It looks like it just barely reaches the skirmish cav, who are already routing due to the Illyrian Reavers and Silverhelm. So very nice catch there from the AIMA player, and the High Elves are off to actually a pretty good start in this game, considering how poorly this has gone for them under Withering Hell Cannon fire. Archers, Illyrian Reavers, and Silverhelms have all stopped to deal with skirmish cav. I don't know how I feel about this, but I also don't know what he would do instead, because these unshielded Chaos Warriors or the Hell Cannon crews could really suffer from archers. Then again, I mean, you got to stop and shoot these things or they're just going to get flanked as soon as your Silverhelms do anything. A big final trans on top of the Star Dragon has taken a good amount of its health, but it is going to land on Sartorial, and if it can get a nice couple attacks in here, it can do a lot of damage to him, because he has magic resist and missile resist that make him very tanky. This doesn't do magic damage, and it's not a missile, so you can actually take him out decently effectively. You can see he's taking a lot of damage. You might want to get a regrowth onto that dragon pretty soon, and the first of the Hell Cannons is shut down by the cavalry from Cuden coming in. Now, these Chaos Warriors with Great Weapons are going to slap a lot of that cav, but it's a little sacrifice you have to make to shut down at least half the Hell Cannon pressure. Archers are defending archers. Inticity would be proud as they push off skirmish cav by just shooting them and standing their ground. Very nice stuff from the High Elves so far. The bounce power is still roughly even. It's actually a little bit in the High Elf favor, which is very good, because the Hell Cannons, as you can see, are kind of running out of space to work. High Elves are now surrounding this one. This one's been knocked off of its War Machine. Been knocked off for the War Machine. There's a random net on these Chaos Warriors, but it doesn't look like Fiery Convocation was back up to punish it yet. Star Dragon Breath Attack may be coming in, but it looks like instead it's going to aim at something else. I hate when that happens. Fires at all these clustered up Chaos Warriors, but since there was a cluster here and a cluster here, Star Dragon just decided that was a good spot and didn't hit very much of anything. Very unfortunate. Backline, a lot more archers are alive than I would have thought. Very nice play here from Cuden, keeping them alive. But Pandasama has been very annoying with his skirmish cap. You can see a lot of Elven units are routing, being chased off quite effectively. Both Hell Cannons are offline for the moment. This one's not online, it's just literally one Chaos Dwarf, so he can't man it. So that's effectively dead forever. This Hell Cannon still 6 miles. The Star Dragon is back on Sartorial, and can Cuden pull this out? This would be nuts. Ooh, very bad cluster here from the Chaos Warriors, and they are not netted. They could move, but it doesn't look like Pandasando knows this is happening. This could be huge for the High Elves, as those 2 units are going to get obliterated. Very nice stuff there. Instead, was that a net? I heard a net. A net on these Chaos Warriors. Trying to give the Star Dragon a little bit more space, not let them fully surround him. That is quite nice. You want to let the Star Dragon fight Sartorial for as long as you can. As you can see, he's doing great damage. High Elves are very far ahead on the balance power at this point. Still a lot of archers alive, relatively, though Pandasama is going to get a good charge with these Marauder Horsemen. Unfortunately, they're not Horse Masters, but still effective enough versus all these little units. That'll probably clean them up. Biggest problem for Chaos is how low Sartorial is. But, before we write Chaos off, almost all of the High Elf balance of power is in that Star Dragon, which if he is ever forced to land in the middle of these Chaos Warriors, he will 100% die. Dragons are abysmal combatants when they have to sit and stay. Early morning for me. Marauder Horsemen, we see they charge some archers, and even in melee, they just get routed off because Marauder Horsemen are pretty meh. Melee combatants, well, Horse Masters would have been much better if any were still alive. One Hell Cannon looks like it's back. Yeah, this one's back online, the one with 6 Chaos Dwarves. So they are manning it. It's ready to fire. And as soon as they get back on the Hell Cannon, you can see the bounce power rocket back into favor. Well, not into the favor, but back to even, where Chaos used to be extremely disfavored. And I think each Hell Cannon shot that lands on these archers is going to rout off whatever it hits. Ooh, 2 for 1. And if they both rout, that proves me extra right. Yeah, extra right. All the points go to the hummus boy. Chat's popping off. I'll get back to that soon, someday. So Star Dragon's moving up. Now we do have Techless, Caster, and Lord. We have a Star Dragon who's very healthy. Hope is not lost by any means. But Chaos having a very nice resurgence and a good first game here for us. Ooh, that's going to be a nasty breath attack on a beautiful net from the High Elves. Takes out a whole bunch of Chaos Warriors. And this is nice, focusing on ones that have high health. Just trying to lower their leadership, because you know in the late game it's not about killing them all, it's about routing them. Which Star Dragon can definitely do. Now he's sitting a little idle, taking a bunch of skirmish cav fire from these Marauder Horse Masters who are still on the map. Looks like Huden is going to move away a little bit. Is he just going to dive the Hell Cannon crew? I don't hate this decision. Looks like that is what's going to happen. Down to 2 Chaos Dwarves. I think that's already too little to man the cannon, but if you kill one more, that wouldn't hurt. And then get out of here and don't let the Chaos Warriors catch you. That is a big win for the High Elves if they can shut down the second Hell Cannon, which they have. Alright, both Hell Cannons are down. And with that, if you have another breath attack on this guy, I think they can kill that very healthy Chaos Warrior if it ever groups up on Techless. Maybe? I don't know how many nets he has left in the tank, though. He's used a lot of nets. He's probably out. I have a lot of messages. Or anybody from AIMA or CV? Nope. Okay, check them later. Just making sure it wasn't like, yo, there's this rule break you've been ignoring, bro. That'd be bad. High Elves have 1 archer unit left on the field. We have some Silver Helms rear charging great weapons. As Techless is going to run in the front, but you can see now, ooh, this is bad. Star Dragon's on the ground, and he is going to pull away from all these Chaos Warriors because he is currently down to 20 armor, but he's charging back in a little bit. No, he's getting up and away. Silver Helms are buying him this time, where he's, you know, he doesn't have to attack. Technically, if these archers move up and attack, or these spearmen move up and attack, the Star Dragon can keep cycle charging. Star Dragon's actually going for a dive attack onto Sartorial, and he misses the charge because of, I don't know, reasons. Animations, what. And now he's taking a little bit of skirmish cav fire. He is pushing through all these Chaos Warriors with great weapons, but if he can take out Sartorial, he can lower their leadership even further, really cutting them down. Spearmen over here are going to try to fight these Marauder Horse Masters that are charging straight at their face. I don't think that'll go particularly well for them. Either side, honestly. But Spearmen are just going to break. Okay. High Elves are still ahead on the bounce power, but you can see as the Star Dragon is getting surrounded on all sides by these Chaos Warriors, it needs to pull away and let these archers fulfill the attacking role. But oh no, a brutal final trance coming in. Is it overcasted? No, it's regular casted, but still, that is a terrible time for the High Elves. They are going to fall. You can see every tick of damage drags that bounce power back up a little bit. Terror routes and natural routes coming in for the Chaos Warriors, though, could be very good. And archers are still here to fulfill the attacking rule. Get one last charge in from the Star Dragon before these Marauder Horse Masters shut down your last means of obeying attacking rules. Another net. He did have another net left on him. Star Dragon's going to turn around and fight Sartorial, but Sartorial is strangely tanky for a caster lord. I think he has 60-40 for melee stats. The Star Dragon's having a tough time hitting him. He's also swinging at random nonsense and not Sartorial. Teclis charging in, trying to get a rear charge, lower the leadership even further, but Chaos is just going to grind down the Star Dragon. As we said, poor thing when it's stuck in melee combat just does not have the juice. Does not have the juice. He's also missed a lot of attacks on Sartorial, which is very unfortunate. Teclis is in here. I doubt he has another Fiery Convocation, but if he does, that would be pretty metal. Archers are back. Fulfilling the attacking role, Star Dragon could pull out, but it looks like it's going to invest further in to keep trying to get to Sartorial and help Teclis, who's currently taking a pounding. But this unit of Chaos Warriors is very, very healthy. And that will be it. Chaos will grind down the High Elves. Ooh. Star Dragon got a good hit on the Sartorial, but it's too little too late. Used an Unbreakable Bird thing. Well played from Cuden, though. Very close game in what is considered a bad matchup for the High Elves. Okay. Chaos Warriors are great weapons. Getting like thousands of value is pretty nuts. They're all mostly fighting that Star Dragon. Skirmish Cav did well, specifically the Masters, and Hell Cannons did mixed. For Cuden, Teclis did fine. Did a lot of supporting. Star Dragon did pretty well. Spearman got wrecked. But against Chaos Warriors, what are they supposed to do, right? Archers actually did really well. Silver Helms did fine, and Illyrian Reavers did fine for light cav. So, pretty good from both players. A lot of value on both armies. What a banger to start this off on. What a banger. I'll catch up with chat in a minute. I have honey all over my fingers. Yeah. I'm getting invited by Mantis, but I have the password now. Bobman and Hammond are messaging me. I will check those when there is a lull. Hold on. Everybody calm down. There, blocker. So, I'll take you over to the right screen. For the first game, we have Pandasama winning it. That is 1 point for yellow. So here we have Head Mantis versus Voins, Dowie versus Beastmen. Traditionally a Beastman favored build, but I've seen Voins get very far in several tournaments, so maybe he has some tech. Also, I have a couple dwarf builds I like that do pretty okay versus Beastmen, so we'll see. Time to catch up with chat. Also time to clear my throat. I get so damn nasally in the winter, it's annoying. Okay, Boy, whatever happened to Valkanos? He stopped uploading a month or so ago, and I liked his content. I don't know. He was moving, and then he got a new job and stuff. He was saying he would come back to casting soon, but soon turned into like 4 months. I think life just caught up with him a little bit. He'll hopefully be back for 3. Jordan Duffner. Den's Archer block's going to die real quick. Whenever those Hell Cannons hit, they sure did. Stefan was voting for High Elves. Roscoe was supporting Cuden. Chaos Warriors would be tough to deal with, though, so he's got to stay on it. Yeah. Hey, Rusty. What up, dude? Yeah, I'm sure you were conflicted. Your boy Cuden versus your faction Chaos. Mantis saying, hey. What up from Poland? Sartorial was still alive, yes. I don't know a lot about competitive Warhammer 2, so this will be interesting for me. Yeah, High Elves don't like fighting Chaos. You learned that much here today. That was a great game. Nice stream, man. Good luck. Thanks, Sebastian Chum. Lazy Laz joining us. A lot of GGs there. Damn Dragon missed all the attacks in the end. Yeah, Cuden, I was mentioning that. Sartorial's health just stayed exact the same. Net plus Dragon plus realize WAP is also Warhammer's Armies project. True. Any plans to try tabletop? Maybe if I ever get into a community that does that, but I have a couple friends. Mr. Overlord, you've seen him on some of my recent videos. He's an IRL friend from college. We play like a bunch of board games together, but we don't really do tabletop miniature games. He used to play this one called Rune Wars from his favorite board game company, but they discontinued it. So, yeah, not as much on that. We play a lot of Mage Wars, but that isn't really that's a different thing. That's kind of like it's a weird mix between a tabletop strategy game and like a deck builder, I guess. It's hard to describe. It's a good game, but as for miniatures, maybe. Cute and just getting into High Elves yourself. Found that Silverin are awesome. Silverin are awesome. I agree with that. 2 casters, not a best thing at Felix. It is expensive. If you took just Techless for his net and then his bound Fiery Convocation, because that doesn't... So here's the thing. All right, Felix, I got you. Take Techless, just his net, and then his bound Fire Convocation, because that doesn't cost points of magic. And then you could take a Firecaster with Burning Head. And if you get some nice Overcast nets where you get 2+ units, you could Fire Convocation 1 and Burning Head the other, if they aren't in a straight line. That's one thing. But I think Stefan is probably right that if you can avoid 2 casters, you probably want to. Though one thing that is nice about High Elves, specifically with 2 casters, if you take Techless, and then on the other side you take another caster in the hero slot, the hero does have the book and staff item, and Techless has his sword of something, sword of Techless. So you have 3 different Winds of Magic regen/boosting items. That's nice. There's no overlap. That can be good. But it depends. My hands are dry as shit. Mage Wars sounds cool. Maybe a vid on it. I could do some board game vids. I know Mr. Overlord would be psyched about that. He does a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff, so he thought about creating a YouTube channel for it, but then licensing got all weird. Because the Dungeons and Dragons system he uses is a little strict about copyright. Techless has the Kindle Flave passive anyway. Oh yeah, Roscoe, you're right. You're right. But you could do Techless just net, and then Death Mage with Spirit Leech and Purple Sun. I wouldn't hate that. Because then, if you net a line of infantry for the Fiery Convocation, boom. Or if you net cavalry for a sick Purple Sun, also very good. And whenever I play High Elves, I tend to bring 2 different styles of mage for that mana regen I mentioned. Because it's just nuts. It's super nuts how much mana you can get in a game. What up, Human Boy in chat? How we all doing? Good, Doomsage. Good. Rusty, that's probably true, but I only play High Elves in the matchups where that's good. Like, I also like to take Techless with his net and then Final Transcaster and just spam as many Final Trans on the Skaven as I can. Or Techless, net, Regrowth, and then a Firecaster with just Fireball to deal with Skaven. Or a Spirit Leech caster. But then what would Techless do? I don't know. Versus Skaven, there's a lot of good things. That's delicious. Not enough D&D channels or PvP RPG channels around. I mean, we have a board game coming out soon. Yes, I know there's a blocker. Before you even say it, I have a board game coming out soon, but it's still stuck in a frickin' boat. So yes, there will be some board game content when that comes out. Rooting for Towie only because it's against Beastmen. Fair enough. So what do we have here for Head Mantis of AIMA? We have the Beastmen versus the Dwarves of Voins. On Voins' side, we have Double Cannon. Okay. This is not the map we had mentioned. But if neither player cares, then I guess we'll move on. But it's supposed to be Carrick Boofdar. I don't know if the players care about this. No one's raised a stink yet, so I'll just let it go. Let's just keep this a secret between us. Dwarf Warriors, minus blasting charges, more Dwarf Warriors. There's Iron Breakers on the front line. Dwarf Warriors on the side, double Thunderer, triple Slayer, none of which is a Dragonback, and double Cannon. Thoric Ironbrow in the middle. This is very similar to the build I like taking against Beastmen. I think double Cannon is underappreciated because they're chariots, so it's going to run all over you, and cannons can actually deal with them quite well. Now, considering the map, I personally think Voynes should probably deploy back here. So he's time to move up without being on the cusp of this hill, because right now, these cannons' effective range is this. Because they can't see it once the hill starts arcing down. So I really think they should deploy back here, and then they can move up, and still, by the time the Beastmen reach them, have that effective distance of here to here, rather than of here to here, right? There was a map to pick, but you didn't look. Okay. Headmantis is asking if he minds. So Voynes wants the map we picked. Because I tried to pick maps that are fair to both factions, and I think this map is very not dwarf favored. But if the dwarf player wants to play on this map, I'll let him. I don't think he should. Okay. Star is too expensive? I have not seen Moondragons in use from a lot of High Elf players. I assume there's a reason, but I'm not a High Elf player, so I don't know why. Repeating question just in case it got missed. No biggie if I don't answer. Druchii plus Beastman combo army for win streak, please. 2v2. Okay, Voynes doesn't seem to care, so I guess we'll just go for it. I didn't see that question, Sebastian. Sorry if I missed it. Empire, Lizardmen, Tomb King's Dwarves, Skaven, Beastmen, Bretonnia Dark Elves. It does not look like we have a Druchii Beastman combo for the 2v2s. I am sorry. You will be disappointed. Question, would a Kindle Flame stack? No. No, it does not. Because Kindle Flame, how most of the lore passives work is they just give your army the trait, like Frenzy, let's say. Frenzy's a trait. If you cast a spell that grants someone Frenzy on a unit that has Frenzy, it doesn't do anything because the game goes, alright, time to put the Frenzy. Oh, there's one already there? Alright, goodbye. Also, I just got all of you. Got them. Oh, we never cast the Beastmen army. Beastmen, what do you have? We have Malagor, Dark Omen. What? Why? What is this? I mean, Torox is good still, but maybe a Doom Bowl. Alright. Well, we have Flock of Dooms, Cygor summoned, Enfeebling Foe, and Doom and Darkness. Doom and Darkness is also an interesting pick versus Dwarves because their leadership is so high, they don't usually suffer from issues like that. They'll usually die before they rout. Now 16 leadership could actually make them rout before then, but still. Seems like a bold decision. We have Ungor herds mixed in with Spearmen, Bestigors, Throwing Axes, Chariots. Are they Razorgors? Tuskors. Tuskors. More Bestigors, Dogs, Centaurs with Throwing Axes, and more Ungors. And a couple of Harpies, one Manticore, just one. Very mixed build here from Headmantis. The Bestigors are a good pick. They usually do quite well into Dwarves, but the rest of this army is a little scattered. Harpies are some Gyrocopter insurance, just doesn't want to get Gyro cheesed. You always need a little bit when you face Dwarves. Tuskor Chariots and Bestigors are going to have to do most of the work, though. Throwing Axes will be nice. Dogs, I guess the Dogs are paired up with the Doom and Darkness, so that when Dwarves normally don't rout, Doom and Darkness can maybe make them rout, and when they rout, the Dogs will make sure they never come back. But it's a bold strategy, Cotton. It's a bold strategy. Sorry for the shameless plug, Human Boy. I don't know if it's allowed. Yeah, you do whatever you want, dude. Okay, not whatever you want, but I don't care about plugging. You do what you have to. Cuden, if you can't post the link in the chat for some reason because YouTube doesn't let you, just let me know and I can post the link for Sebastian. Took it for the magic damage just to flex really, really hard. No, Doom Darkness isn't the magic damage one. That's Aspect of the Dread Knight. Doom and Darkness is just leadership. Dwarven Cannon's already firing a little bit on the targets they can see. It looks like they're just firing at some dogs. You saw fire build for High Elves. It's good against vampire counts. Yeah, fire in general is good against vampire counts. Ooh, the Sigro Summon comes out early, and it's going to be used as an artillery piece, not as like a discount giant in melee. Alright, let's see if the rock RNG is on fire today. Where's it going, Thunderers? Pretty good hit. That kills, what, 9 of them? Yeah, 9 Thunderers. Nicely done. Sigro's prepping another boulder. Where are those cannons going? Fired at something. Boulder 2! Electric Boogaloo. Got a little bit of splash damage. Hard to tell. But the Thunderers of Voins are okay. He spread them out into a line formation so they take less damage from boulders landing in their midst. Chaos Warhounds are flanking a little bit, and that's what happens when a cannon hits a Tuskor Chariot. Look at that. Look at that damage. Now that's a lot of damage. A little wide there on the rock from the Sigor. And Head Mantis is still slowly moving up, getting a full surround before he really fully commits. It is good stuff. The hardest thing to learn about rush factions, in my opinion, is proper surrounding techniques. Because if you go in all haphazard, it just never works, right? Like, these guys get up first, the rest of these guys aren't in position, they all die by the time these even hit, then Dwarves can manage their resources and send more over here, because there's nothing over here to threaten them anymore. That kind of thing. So nice patience here from Mantis. Taking a lot of damage as he moves up, though, because double Dwarven Cannon is nothing to scoff at. These Thunderers, I don't really know what's going on with their formation at the moment. Looks like they're just trying to fire backwards at the throwing axis. That's pretty good. Iron Breakers and Ekron Miners throwing blasting charges at these chariots will actually manage to rout them, doing decent damage, more than I would have thought. Good for them. The other chariots also getting pretty messed up by the cannons. Dwarven cannons are underappreciated. So good. Look at them. Look at them go. Second Sigor Summon is out. He's going to throw more rocks. Hope he does incredible damage to the Dwarves, but I don't think he will particularly. These Centaurs throwing axes did disrupt one cannon for a little bit, but now there are Slayers on top of them and Thunder is shooting them. They're going to want to get the hell out of here. It doesn't look like they will do so fast enough. They will all die. Die a horrendous death. Now dogs are in. Dogs are going to try to fight Thunderers, but the problem with dogs against Dwarves is even these Thunderers have 80 frickin' armor. So it's hard to deal with them. Though a nice Sigor Boulder does lower that leadership a little bit, I still think they'll be able to fight the dogs. You can even see that little icon there. That means the Thunderers are beating the dogs in combat according to the game. So, this side for the Beastmen's going quite well. This flank's been all but abandoned because anything over here died already. Their chaff and their dogs are routing off. The Thunderers are fine. The Dwarves are actually still behind on the balance of power, which surprises me. I think they're doing very, very well. But Beastmen balance of power is a force to be reckoned with. One cannon is actually shut down, but these dogs are going to rout now that they're surrounded by Slayers on both sides. They are going to leave, and there's lots of chaff here. Now, the Bestigors, how healthy are we? Half health, very healthy, very healthy. Those are going to be big here for Head Mantis. Ooh, also he's a Sigor, someone that's about to disappear. That'll really affect bounce power. Okay, makes a little more sense. Harpies trying to disrupt Thunders. They're kind of like an aerial dog unit. They don't really have great armor piercing. You can see they're doing very little damage to these Thunderers, but just disrupting them, stopping them from shooting. Cannons are firing off at chaff, it looks like. Points is a lot going on. Dwarf Warriors somehow got so far away from the formation to just fight Ungor Spearmen off in the distance. They're having their own little grudge match. They're fine. Just let them go. Both the healthy Bestigors are here fighting on top of each other, which is pretty good. They're fighting Iron Breakers in melee combat. Almost exactly where they want to be as more dogs rush in to fight these Thunderers. And they're not doing much damage, but the leadership might actually get low enough. Maybe, possibly. Head Mantis is dominating that one flank. The other flank's largely open as the Dwarves have pulled everything up to help the losing side. If there was anything in reserve that could come up and harass, that would be good. Like these Harpies and these dogs. So they're just stopping these Thunderers and Cannons from being useful. But Slayers are coming, so these Harpies are going to want to leave and just continue to be annoying. Excuse me for 1 second. Fuck winter. Fuck winter. Alright, what is this? Big Flock of Doom coming in. Is it overcasted? It is overcasted. It looks like it's doing okay damage. Dwarves have magic resist, so that makes it a little tough, but damage is damage, I suppose. There's no more Sigor summons. You can only use 2. So might as well get that Wind's Magic out elsewhere. Chaos Warhounds chasing off the routing Ekron's Miners. These Thunderers are barely hanging on to life. And it looks like the Dogs and the Harpies are going to move in from 2 sides. Because the Slayers can only be at one place at one time. And the Slayers are going to get mucked up on the Harpies, allowing the dogs to do a lot of damage to the cannon crew, who only have 20 melee defense and no armor, so they're actually getting chewed up pretty bad. How are our Bestigor friends doing? One's still at half health, one is dead, and one is almost dead. Okay, so half a Bestigor left. Bounce power is very even, though that usually doesn't favor the Beastmen, as they're quite ahead on the bounce power at the start of most games. Malagor is just hovering over, offering support to his army. The one Manticore is running away from these Slayers before it gets rampaged. That's pretty smart, as Aruna speed does come down from Thoric to buff all of them. Now, in the backfield, this is going quite well. For the Beastmen, they are almost done shutting down this other cannon, and a Thunder is running, which means these dogs can hopefully route this cannon, then run away, and they keep all the Thunders running. Maybe. That cannon is really holding on. Alright, these dogs need to leave. Malagor is going to be used to chase off some of the Thunders as he casts another Flock of Doom on his way out the door. And the dogs do leave after routing the cannon. That is very good. They just need to get away from these Slayers without breaking. Thunders are back, but so are the Harpies. There are dogs way off in the distance over those trees. You can see that should be coming back as well. And the Beastmen might want to consider just taking their time and making sure everything that routed or is on the peripheries just stays gone. That wouldn't be bad. You don't really need to leave anything in the fight here. Dwarves can't catch you. You have throwing axes to use that we can see. Head Mantis is throwing some throwing axes over here. Just take your time, regroup a little bit, and route off all these assets. Dogs are back. Ungors are back. These dogs still not noticed, which is very hard to notice them in the middle of the fight, because his camera's probably about where my camera is, so you can't see them particularly well. I am getting concerned, though, that the Dwarves do have a lot left. If they can regroup these Slayers, more... Ooh, Ironbreakers. There's more Slayers around here somewhere. I saw them. There they are. It's like a full health Slayer unit, too. God damn. And Malagor is a lot of the balance power for the Beastmen right now as a mage, but he's probably not doing so great on Winds of Magic after all these Psychor summons and, you know, Flock of Dooms and such. Probably. Ironbreaker's getting rear charged by dogs while they're being frontal attacked by Bestigors and throwing axes and all this stuff. But they're Ironbreakers. They're not going to go anywhere, and this is a big collapse by the Dwarves. I think everything from the Beastmen here is going to rout pretty quickly, and that does tip the bounce power into the favor of the Dwarves. Nice catch over here from Head Mantis. Fighting these Dwarf Warriors with his Manticore. Very good. It looks like the dogs... Nope, these dogs are still forgotten. Those are different dogs. What can the Beastmen do against such reckless Dwarven armor? Right now we're looking for the wisdom on how to build a 2v2 army of Dark Elves and Beastmen. So far Malekith on Cold One with Torox works out great to wipe out one army while front lines clash. Interesting. Given the upcoming 2v2 tourney, random factions generated to 2 factions get assigned to each team, and then you decide which you can play. Okay, so that's a question for Cuden. Cuden answers that. I'm trying to look around for some historical formations. Oblique works best, I would say. Not sure on this Beastman build. It's a lot of chasing stuff off. Shutting down their fire is always handy, though. F and G says sneeze. Achoo. That was my perfect sneeze. So for now, the Beastmen are kiting with their throwing axes. They're running off some stuff, and they're just regrouping, which is why I'm reading chat. Worth sacrificing the Harpies, to be honest, for shutting down cannons and guns, in my opinion. They don't trade badly into Slayers. Yeah. Yeah. Who's playing currently? Head Mantis and Voins, as Cuden said. Good job, Cuden. Rusty is a Beastman and Chaos player. Head Mantis, you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it. I am adept at filling the infinite void. Rusty is an adept Beastman and Chaos player, so his advice is probably pretty good. Triple Harpies and 2 Manticores just shut down range units. That's good. Full Health Slayers clearly not taking their oaths seriously. Yeah, they're cowards, dude. That's why they had to take the Slayers' oaths. They're cowards. And they are still cowards to this day. CB stand for Crying Beastmen. And that's not a joke. That is legitimately... it's legitimately their thing. It's on their little slogan. Talking about Beastman builds. Done. Done. Yes. Good. I'm all caught up on chat. Beastmen have fully reorganized into an army once again. Dogs are still chasing off some dwarf warriors. These dogs, I am naming them the goodest of boys because they have been forgotten and they don't deserve that. Look at these good boys. Look at them all. They're just like, we're dead. We're master. We're hungry and lonely. Poor good boys. We'll get you food soon enough. Sorry about the struggles you've been through. Superior persons 2v2. Oh, I can't invite anybody to superior persons 2v2. What if I make Cuden a mod? Alright, Cuden, I made you a mod. See if you can post your 2v2 link now. Alright, the big clash is coming. The Beastmen have thrown all their forces into the fray, and these dwarf warriors are going to rout. But there are a lot of Slayers in here and a lot of Ironbreakers, which might as well be unbreakable. They're going to be hard to take out. Ironbreaker's getting charged by Manticore. Rune of Speed on them, and I heard the Rune of Doom being cast. There it is. So the whole Dwarven army gets another 24 melee attack and cause fear. That's going to be a big problem for the Beastmen. You can see they're just kind of like waves crashing into stone. They are going to start routing off en masse, though. Some of the dwarves are going to. There's plenty of Slayers left, and as soon as Malagord lands, he's not really got the combat in him. He's down to 0 armor right now, which is pretty interesting. I don't know what is reducing his armor. Trying to figure that out at the moment. Does Thoric? No, Thoric doesn't have iron breaking, armor sundering or anything. But Malagor's down to 0 armor. He's not having a good time. Centaur's charging in the last. Manticore rampaging over here, but it is over. The Dwarves will win. Nicely done by Voins. You tossed your chairs? Don't toss your chairs. Okay. Cuden, no offense, but I'm unmodding you now. Now that you have put your Discord thing out there. It's nothing personal. This was a one-night thing. It was just a fling. 4 the Beastmen. 1 Beskor did okay. The other 2 got blasted and charged to death. Both the Tuskar chariots got big murdered. Throwing axes did okay. And dogs, did better than I would have thought. And for Voins, Thoric got 1,500 value, but he's mostly a buff machine, so you don't expect him to pay for himself. And he did very, very well. Slayers all did excellently. Ironbreaker did fine. Both cannons did well. And Thunders actually got shut down pretty hard. GG, well played. Okay. I have a million messages to go check. I don't want to do that. Why are people messaging me? Stop it. Wow, hit it and quit it. Sorry, Cuden. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes, you just gotta remove someone as a mod. What can I say? 2v2. I don't think 2v2 chill is the one I'm looking for here. So what is our 2v2 we're looking for? I'll bring you with me on this adventure. Right screen. Boom. So that'll also go to Voins. CB is up 2. And now we need Pandasama and Lord Lever versus Headmantis and Grumpy Guard. Empire and Lizardmen versus Tomb Kings and Dwarves. Okay. I'll see if any of them make the lobby. Ooh, 2 out of 4. Okay, so Mantis opened up that lobby. Going back. Going back in. 2, 3, 5. Yeah. He's messaging me now what I already know. Don't you tell me what to do, mortal. I am infinity. Throw him an evil smile face. No, I'm sorry, Headmantis. I was busy being stupid. What does Cambo want? Trade offers? I don't even know what that is, so I'm going to say no. Spyro? Hey man, Dov just over a replay of Ride of Roham. I am famous again. Good. Embrace your power. Also, sorry for being late to this. Steam didn't notify me. You're a treasure. Alright, good job, Spyro. Good job out there. Oh, shit. I'm not on the 2v2. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Lobby's name is Panda-sama. Okay. I'm confused. It looks like Panda-sama has a lobby. I'll see if more people are in that. How are we doing over here? Oh yeah, everybody besides Mantis is in this one. Alright, we'll wait here. Okay. So we'll get this up. There were some questions in chat. Playing Minecraft, watching Human Boy, life is good. Life is good, Battle Tutorial. How you doing, my friend? How's your Tomb Kings campaign going? I have not watched Monster Masamune. You get it. You figured it out. Did you watch my amazing short yesterday, by the way? I have not, Mr. Battle Tutorial. Let me look. To the temple.
To the temple. To the temple.
That was good. That was good. I liked that. That was good stuff. Alright. AIMA is losing as always. Our comeback. Comeback is our specialty. I mean, with a 2v2, you get 2 points if you win this, so could even it up right here. Yes. Yes. And I was reading chat. That was the name of a person that said that. Out of context, that might sound like I'm just flaming them. I'm not flaming them. Yet. I could be. Yet. Boomer asked how it's going. It's going very well. A lot of good games. Currently, CB is up 2-0. Boop. You can see there. Look at them go. Though Panda-sama and Voins are very, very good players that I've seen a decent amount, so they're really good. There's a lot of names in here I don't recognize, so this could be a chance for AIMA to come back if these aren't as experienced players. Or they're very experienced and I've just never heard of them. It could be, but I'm just saying. Panda-sama is very good. Voins is very good. They definitely led strong. AIMA's got depth. They got a lot of fighters. A lot of sluggers. You're gonna get shut down? It was quick enough. It's fine. Cyrus is out of olive oil. I don't really want to know what he needs olive oil for. I'm scared. Okay, Hammond. Hello, hummus boy. Sorry, didn't know you were streaming. Hammond, that's more insulting to me than you messaging me during the stream, is that you didn't know I was streaming. Do I need to DM you with every stream I ever have, Hammond? Because without you, it's not a real stream, all right? These 40 people, if you're one of them, these other 39 don't mean anything to me, Hammond. It's just you. It's just about you in the camera there that I took a second to find. It's all about you. Other 39 people don't listen. All right. You know I was kidding. You know, you're the only one for me. One of the other 39, like, not the other 38 of the 39. I'm talking to you, that one. But the other 38, I'm sorry, you know I was kidding. But to 37, you get the bit. All right, I can keep going down and down. Yep. What's Logic's Longbeard League like, or does that even exist? Oops, sorry, you're streaming. Bobman also didn't know I was streaming. Bobman! The same bit about only caring about you and not the other 41 people, but you get the point. Bobman. I didn't know he had a Longbeard League. I thought the Longbeard League was Battlemania. But Zypher, if you're still in chat, you're one of Logic's people. Does Logic have a Longbeard League? Is that true? Last grant day for the instrument. Your scroll wheel don't work? I was scrolling. I just wasn't sure some of that stuff I should say out loud. I wasn't sure if I was being trolled and I didn't have time to read it carefully, Hammond. Alright. PM of every time. Me. F and G, you matter. You always matter, dude. Cyrus, you matter. Doom Sage. You also matter. I'm trying to find someone who's an easy target to make fun of because they know I love them. But as I go down, it's like people that I don't have so much history with, so I can't just like roast them. Because I'm hoping like if Bob Man posts in this chat, I could just be like, Bob Man, fuck you, dude. But he's not posting here, so I can't say that. Ugh. Poor Grace indeed. Lazy Laz, get some super glue. Put that heart back together. You deserve it. I ain't strong enough to break your heart, alright? You're invincible, dude. I am not a player. Grace is the player in our relationship. I'm always here streaming while she's out with other dudes. She sees at least 18 dudes a day. Now, it might be because she's a therapist and she has a lot of clients going through her office, but I could also just say it out of contact to make it sound... contact. Say it out of context to make her sound like a prostitute. Either or. I'll leave you to find what the truth is. Roast Butcherbird? He's not even here. I can't roast him if he's not here. It's not funny. That's just mean. This is no compliments and positivity stream. You want this stream to get negative? Let me play a quick battle with a fucking Dragon Lord. Alright? That shit goes very poorly. That's one of the saddest things about my streams is the 2v2 tournament's like a 2.5 to 3 hour long stream. And the quick battle at the end of it is the best piece of content I've done in a long time. I was super proud of that. But it's the end of a 3 hour stream, so like, no one's gonna fucking see it. No one's gonna fucking see it. That shit was gold. That shit was gold. Because I bought myself a ticket to the patting myself on the back train, so here we go. I loved that fucking bit where Imric finally did something good, and I just stopped playing the game and just sat there and clapped for him for like 3 seconds straight while all my guys were just getting shot. I'm like, good job, Imric. Good job. That shit was fire, and no one's gonna see it. Also a lot of screaming. If she watches it sometime, you're dead. She doesn't watch my content. She only watches good stuff. Who's Jack Murphy? Before I agree to that, I gotta look up now who Jack Murphy is. He's an author. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of Jack Murphys. One is an Irish politician, one's a communist. Georgia and Florida politicians. And there's a bunch of sports players. Ew, sports! I'm getting pinged. Is it cool to bother you during a stream? Is it? Is it? At Captain Telis. Yes. You're very cool. I need to find a gif of Joe Camel while the game loads in. Because Joe Camel is the coolest. Smoking is cool. If you haven't started smoking, don't smoke. It's not worth it. If you have started and looking to quit, good for you. If you have started and you're not looking to quit, you're an adult. You can figure it out. I ain't here to tell you what to do. Okay, blocker is down and we are in with the 2v2. I can stop shouting random nonsense. Fucking Cyrus. I'm not gonna read your messages. I'm just gonna let chat deal with you. What about uploading that goal as a standalone vid? I could, but I would have to upload it as just watching my own stream and hope the audio is okay. But maybe I could. Smoke Warpstone. I can hook you up on Warpstone. That's true. I have tons of Warpstone. If the rumors I hear are true, we're going to get more Warpstone in Warhammer 3. Alright, what do we got here? Who's around me right now? What's happening? Get some personal space up in this place. We have Lord Lever on the Lizardmen, and then Panda-sama on the Empire. Yes, yes. The other side we have, I believe, Grumpy Guard. Grumpy Guard is on the Dwarves. And Head Mantis is back in action on Tomb Kings this time. King of the Dead also was of AIMA. So I think Head Mantis is trying to do him proud. And doing him proud he is. Alright, we have double Sneaky Snakes, double Ushopti, Casket of Souls, High Queen Kalita, and she does have her ranged buff, it looks like. She's going to stand next to 2 Dwarven Cannons. Then we have some Iron Drakes with Trollhammer Torpedoes. This is a lot of ranged. This is a lot of ranged. Thoric Ironbrow, Master Engineer with reloads, Lich Priest of Light with Shem's Burning Gaze, Father's Protection, and a net. We have some Dwarf Warriors as a front line, Skeleton Warriors also mixed through here with some Tomb Guard, Skeleton Warriors, Tomb Guard, Miners of Blasting Charges, yada yada. Longbeards, there's a lot. Just a lot of front line. Okay. Very nice. I just need to check ranged and make sure I'm not missing my job. There's also Gyrocopter. Just one little Gyrocopter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 at most, and I doubt 12 of them are on one roster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine over here. Fuzzy Lizardmen in the Empire. Oh god, a lot of them are in 3s. Chameleon Stalkers, Chameleon Skinks, Royal Altdorf Griffites, some Outriders, both of them with the handgun variant. A Bright Wizard with Burning Head and Cascading Fire Cloak and Fireball. A lot of spells today. On the other side, we have the Silver Bullets, triple Unbreakable Frontline with Sigmar Suns and 2 Flagellants. We have 3 Cannons. I swore I saw a Hellstorm Rocket Battery. There it is. The Sunmaker, Hellstorm Rocket Battery. Marcus Wolfheart. And we're going for artillery today, I guess. For the Lizardmen, we have Mazda Mundi on his toilet seat. We have a bunch of Saurus for the front line, including, I like this pick, the Legion of Chakwas with their missile resist aura. It's not passive, so he has to activate it, but still pretty good. 40% missile resist for a little bit of time. We have a Feral Bastillodon along with more Saurus and Red Crested Skinks, and on the far side here we have more Chameleon Skinks, more Chameleon Stalkers. The Amexon Barbs, and a Skink Priest of Heavens. A lot of pew-pew this game. A lot of pew-pew. Both sides brought a front line that's just meant to last forever, and both sides brought a shitload of artillery. Okay. I accept. Joel Camo and Chester Cheeto 2v2. It's true. It's true. That would be the coolest 2v2 of all time. And I think Cheetos might be more carcinogenic than cigarettes. Just maybe. Especially the flaming hot ones. Those can't be good for you. I should watch Rakita Law. He has some good drama about Jack Murphy. I don't know who these people are. Why do I want to watch them? Quality banter makes it hard to watch the stream. Can we all stop making me laugh? No! This is a comedy stream. I'm fucking Bowmore. That caught me so off guard. That one requires context, but Bowmore is also a Skaven main, but we play them very differently between us. And he is not a fan of the Hell Pit Abomination I've been taking recently. And he fucking roasts me with hubby lost all his warpstone, betting on Too Horrible to Die is going off. He's running dry. Fuck you, dude. Hell pits are great. Why do you hurt me like this? Whew. Okay. Yes, that is a lot of pew-pews. I guess I should also check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. So there's 30 ranged units in this game. Jesus Christ. It's a lot of ranged. Hellstorm Rocket Battery has the longest range in this whole game, so it is getting to fire, though it honestly doesn't have great targets to shoot at. Because the carry potential that it needs to kill are all decently spread out or single entities, which the Hellstorm Rocket Battery doesn't enjoy. So it can kill their front line, but their front line is just here to be here, you know? They don't care about it. The Longbeards aren't going to carry this game for them. So the Hellstorm, a little shit out of luck. And it also fires a ton of missiles, which makes it really good, but it has very limited ammo for that, so it's already down to about a quarter of its ammo missing. So I think that's a little bit of a unfortunate pick in this matchup. Maybe they were betting on the Tomb Kings and Dwarves to rush them a little bit harder, and Sunmaker would do more damage. Or have more Thunderers for them. Maybe. But they do have triple cannon. I mean, they still have plenty of firepower in here. Though the double Dwarven cannon will beat the triple Empire cannon if they can get in range. Especially if Kalita is buffing them in the meantime. Casket of Souls gets its first volley off. Okay, damage. Flying Taco, always giving me Tomb King's advice, has told me that actually the Casket of Souls should be used at medium or short range if possible, because at long range it spreads out too much. But in a 2v2 like this, I guess everything's clustered enough that maybe even spreading out it'll get 2 for 1. How differently? Are you asking how differently Bowmore and I play Skaven? If that is the question, I can answer that. If not, let me know what you actually meant to ask. Bowmore does a lot more elite infantry stuff, where I usually stick to clan rats and Skaven slaves. He likes to mix in occasionally Stormburn with halberds. Like, when I use a Stormburn with halberd, the whole build is about them, while he'll just mix in a few. He also uses Night Runners and Gutter Runners a lot more than I do, and a lot better than I do. I haven't seen him play a ton recently, because his hand hasn't been having the best time, so he doesn't play a shitload. But I have gun-focused builds, where I sit back and rely on artillery and weapons teams, and he seems to have much more medium-range, short-range builds with Poison Wind and skirmishers. Would be, I'd say, our differences. Now, there's a lot of things we do the same that I'm not mentioning, because it's just, yeah, Skaven do that, but those would be the differences between us. Hey, Adelmo, what up? So the triple cannon is really wreaking a bad toll here on this Casket of Souls, and it might... Is that Fireball coming for it? If it is, and if it's overcast, it might be the end of the Casket of Souls. Oh, the suspense! Oh, the suspense! Kaboom! 200 health left, and it's going to start crumbling. It's going to disintegrate here in just a second. Boom, it is gone. Dwarves are down to 2 cannons, who are both very low from the concentrated fire of the Hellstorm Rocket Battery and some of these cannon crews. Not having a great time. But if the Dwarves and Tomb Kings get into medium range, they'll be very happy with their Sparkle Stalkers, with their Shopty Great Bows. So all hope is not lost just yet. Sunmaker is fully out of ammunition. Triple Great Cannon still online. This is a good start for the blue team, though. CB is very happy with their current position. Thunderbolt from the Heavens Caster over here is going to take out a cannon model from the crew that's already routing. I think that might have been a little ambitious, because, yeah, now they shattered, so that was, unfortunately for them, wasted, but gotta do what you gotta do. And, hey, Cyrus, my recent streams, I've done a lot of non-boxing builds, but you choose to ignore them. Alright, Sebastian, glad I answered the question correctly then. Fireball coming in for Kalita. It's gonna hit her, and on foot she takes a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I'm worried about the Dwarves and Tomb Kings at this point. They are trying to move up to get into that medium range zone, but they've taken so much damage on the way up. Some Sparkle Stalkers back here fighting Chameleon Stalkers. They're doing okay, so I guess they're not taking damage, but they do want to be up here supporting this. Though I suppose I don't know what the Sparkle Stalkers are going to do. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Chosen of the Gods, loving their time shooting at those great cannons. That was nice. I didn't expect that. Clearly, judging by my surprise. With Skaven? Yeah, I've done some non-box builds with Skaven. I actually just put up a video about a non-box build I had with Skaven, where I used Wolf Rats to cover the backline, so I didn't need to box. Silly Cyrus, only paying attention to the things you want to. Royal Altdorf Griffites are trying to get in here and attack the Chosen of the Gods. They will do great damage if they can get there, but it looks like they get blocked up by Dwarf Warriors they didn't see coming, and now are going to be a little bogged down in a fight they didn't really want. Chosen of the Gods not getting as great of hits now that the cannon crew took that initial damage. Okay, must have just spawned one nice volley, and the rest are kind of missing, it looks like. What is this? This is a Burning Head? Good Burning Head coming down the line. It's going to do a good amount of damage, but it looks like it was cast just behind the front line. Unfortunately, they kept moving up a little further than the Empire caster had predicted. A little unfortunate there. Do I hear a fireball? No, it was the Shem's Burning Gaze. Okay. I was like, no way that Firecaster has this much mana. What the hell? Shem's Burning Gaze does okay damage to Marcus Wolfhard, but he's a foot character. They're generally not the best targets for magic missiles unless it's Fireball. And Wolfheart is teaming back off into Thork Ironbrow along with the Silver Bullets. The Silver Bullets do magic damage, so he has magic damage and physical resists, both working for him there. Still taking a good amount. What is this? Royal Altar of Grifffites are netted, and Khalidah's in here fighting them. She's a foot character, so she won't take their anti-large damage, but she's still not having a great time. Looks like the Chosen of the Gods are trying to nuke them down while they're netted. That could be a decent choice. Maybe the Sparkle Stalkers need to come over as well. That could be a big pick for the Tomb Kings and the Dwarves, who are now in the melee fight that they want. I mean, Saurus and Flagellants are going to be a little difficult to get through, but they're doing okay. They have Trollhammer Torpedoes up here, able to do some stuff. Outriders and Kiting on the far side, mostly just killing Shafts. The Tomb Kings are okay with that, kind of. This is going to be bad. Chosen of the Gods are about to get murdered by the Royal Altar of Griffites. They're not super stoked about this. But maybe the Sparkle Stalkers coming up behind can help them out, hopefully before they die. It is very hard to tell what's going on with the balance of power at the moment. Like, it's against the Dwarves and Tomb Kings, but do I believe it? I don't know. Ooh, that could be a good ruination of cities. Though Iron Drakes are very spread out, so it'd have to be kind of a crazy curve to hit a lot of them. It does delete an entire Skeleton Spearman, though. We take those. We take those all day. Royal Altar of Griffites are going to pull away. Chosen of the Gods were rescued, which is very good. It looks like this cannon crew actually did get back online. These Ushapti Great Bows are going to want to turn around and fire at these Demigryphs, though. Otherwise, they're about to get murdered. Sparkle Stalkers haven't used any of their ammunition. I'm a little curious about that. I wouldn't hate for them just to stop right now and fire off a quick volley onto the back of those Demigryph Knights, since they can't catch them in melee anyway. And how is the front line going? Pretty well for blue. Looks like blue is holding on. Just fine. Gyrocopters did get into the back, and now they're in melee on top of the cannon crews, just trying to stop them from firing for the moment, but it's down to one Gyrocopter. Very low on health. Wolfheart's even going to finish it off, it looks like, with that one little shot. And that's pretty nice. Some Dwarf Warriors have gotten to the Great Cannons. So this could be a big moment for the Dwarves and Tomb Kings to fight back. Ooh, and if Mazda Mundi gets killed. He's surrounded by Sparkle Stars, and he's taking a ton of damage from Ushapti Great Bows and these Trollhammer Torpedoes. This could be a big, big mistake from CB. If they lose Mazda Mundi here and all these cannons, maybe? I think if this doesn't go perfectly for the red team, they're going to be kind of at a loss for this game, because you can see that these Demigryph Knights have cleaned up the cannon, they cleaned up the Ushapti that were back here. Chosen the Gods running a little low on ammo. So red team kind of needs to make a play, and that's what they're going for right now. Mazda's very low, and he's routing. And he can't cast any of his spells on himself or dodge or anything like that. But Sparkle Stalkers are getting chased down by Saurus Warriors. It looks like the Iron Drakes, Trollhammer Torpedoes are also going to be shut down pretty soon here. But Mazda going that low has clawed the balance power back to the middle for the red team. Pretty decent burning head there from CB. Thoric's getting kind of wrecked by these Razordons, though, so AIMA might want to pull him back. There's a net of some kind here from Marcus Wolfhard, it looks like, trying to bail the Silver Bullets out from these Dwarf Warriors, and they're going to turn and fire at them. Pretty good stuff. Marcus Wolfhard has plenty of ammo, but all the cannons are shut down. AIMA loves to see that. Chosen the Gods are almost out of ammo. They're now firing at the hunting packs and doing a lot of damage. The spread shots did really, really well there. Mazda Mundi is going to get away. He's going to rally on the far side. I think he'll be just fine, though maybe these Sparkle Stalkers from the Tomb Kings can come up and get him. It's hard to tell what they're exactly aiming for, but they're trying to just go right past that Heavens Caster. And I don't know who's going to win. This is so close. This is very, very close. Because the Saurus front line's kind of running out of steam. But then again, so are the Dwarves. I don't know. There's a new Ushapti summon running around out here. It was trying to fight these Saurus, it looks like, but it just now goes away. Sparkle Stalkers running around. It looks like... What are you going after? Can't see any attack orders from them. Looks like they're still trying to ignore this little Heavens Caster, but Khalidah's here to wreck him. Mazda Mundi has officially come back, and he immediately casts some healing on himself. Good for him. Dwarf Warriors are still chasing down the Silver Bullets. I don't know who's gonna win! And it upsets me. Where's Shem's Burning Gaze? Please don't go to Marcus Wolfhart. Please don't go to Marcus Wolfhart. It's going to go to the Bright Wizard. Yes, that is a great target. He's on a horse. Horse characters take a lot from missiles. You can see that was very good. Dwarf Warriors turning around to attack him is just going to lower his leadership enough to break him. That is very nice. Mazdamundi throws a Ruination of Cities out, hoping that he'll get some good RNG, and he unfortunately does not. Hits some Sparkle Stalkers, that does okay. But they might have died from just crumbling anyway. Khalidah's really struggling against this Heavens Caster until I say words, and then when I say words, she fucking murders him. Oh boy, one cannon is back online. There's a Manticore out of nowhere. I didn't even know you existed. Oh wait, it's a Bastildon. It was just rampaging and it looked like a Manticore. I don't know. I'm made out of stupid. Give me, just acknowledge that I'm made out of stupid and let it happen. Khalidah's chasing down Mazdamundi. She misses her first attack on him because I don't know, reasons. He has 42 whole melee defense, so she should probably be hitting him. Outriders are going to muck up the Amazon Barbs just a little bit, and then they're going to get back to firing at Khalida, though they're kind of friendly firing Mazdamundi a little bit here, so they'll have to be careful about that. Another Shem's Burning Gaze, this time cast on Mazda. Doesn't do that much damage because he had his ward save up, and he has a bunch of missile resist because Slann things, doing Slann stuff. Banishment here coming in from Mazdamundi to help bail out Marcus Wolfheart. These Dwarf Warriors are going to get wrecked by it. They're having a very bad time. Still have a lot of Trollhammer Torpedoes alive, model-wise. I mean, 8's pretty good. Balance of power is so even! And I'm forced to agree, if Khalida can actually kill Mazdamundi, that would be huge, but it looks like she's doing... Fuck Slann, dude. Fuck Slann. They're so bullshit. Look, she can't hit him just because he's walking away from her slowly. And they just can't... You can't hit Slann because reasons. I don't know why. You just don't get to. Too bad. Bright Wizard takes another Shem's Burning Gaze, but it looks like a lot of the missiles hit the ground on their way. And Khalida is now starting to hit the Slann a little bit because he stopped and fought her. And Thoric Ironbrow died. That's going to be really bad for the Dwarves. You can see this Master Engineer is about to rout because Thoric's dead. So these Troll Hammers. And that could be a big breaking point in this game, as Khalida is losing in a fight, trying to fight the frickin' Slann. Stupid Mazdamundi being stupid. All my homies hate Slans. But this Feral Bastildon's also in this fight. He's kind of going to get messed up. Silver Bullet's trying to fire in on Khalida, and they're doing good work over there. Mazda's dead. So 2 of our lords are dead. Wolfheart's totally fine. Khalida's very, very low, and she's currently fighting a Heaven's Caster. I think that might be it for the Tomb Kings and the Dwarves if their second leader goes down. Balance power is very against them at this point. I tend to agree. Some Dwarf Warriors are trying to rally and kill off the Silver Bullets, but I think there's just too much on the battlefield. There's too much! Fuck Slans, dude. It's so dumb that he can just, like, walk away from Khalida, who's faster and charging, and, like, be invincible just because animation reasons. I'm not okay with Slans. Wolfheart gets a net off onto Khalida and the Light Wizard, even though that was just going to keep moving. Both of them are going to keep moving. Alright, that's fine. You do whatever. Well, you do what you want. You're still going to die, I guess, so it's fine, but that's... Yep. Net bug. Khalida's now going to start crumbling as the Royal Altar of Griffites will get onto her and kill her off along with the Amixon Barbs, and without her, the Lich Priest of Light's probably going to crumble away. That's looking like it. Probably. Don't see any way the Dwarves and Tomb Kings can win this. They don't have anything left. Army losses, you're drunk. Go home. And there it is. Whew. Dowie Tomb Kings feels like a less optimum combo. Am I missing a trick? Looks like they did okay. Casket got murdered. Choose our 1v1 factions first, so we were limited for our 2v2 combos. Yes. Strat Game and Baltimore playing? I didn't know if Strat Game was AIMA. Baltimore is. I don't think he's playing, though. Mazda Living is great. Marcus Wolfhard, Alethanar. But he's the lame dad with better skills. Marcus is Alethanar, but he actually hits? That's true. Marcus can't miss. Bright Wizard getting 1,600 values. Pretty nuts. Royal Altar of Griffite's only getting 1,000 is surprising. I thought they did a lot better than that, but I don't know. Crumbling is kind of a thing, I guess. Cannons for them did very well. So good job by Pandasama. For Lord Lever, Mazdamundi got decent value. His Saurus held for an eternity and a half, so that was good. Skirmishers did fine. And his Razor Dawn Hunting Pack did fine. For Head Mantis, Ushapti Great Bows. Chosen Gods did well. The other Ushapti got shut down a little bit too hard. Casket of Souls got murdered. There were Tomb Guard in here that did okay. Khalida honestly did well. So did the Light Wizard. Grumpy Guard. Thoric did great. Master Engineer, I assume, did ammo restocks in the middle of all that chaos. Iron Drakes did fine. Gyrocopter, ooh, really struggled with the value. That's kind of shocking. And Dwarven Cannons did meh. Okay. GG, well played. Next lobby is up. Shogunate versus Tehran. Password 235. I can do that. Who's messaging me? Alright, not part of the clan war. I'll get to them when I have time. Shogunate, are we not friends? I thought we were friends. Because we had fought before. But I don't see you. Friend code. Shogunate. Discord. Where are you, Shogunate? I swear we've had messages recently. Okay, I'll just find you in your voice chat and send you the message. Friend me. So while I find that game, I can see what Hammond wanted. You laugh through your teeth, you unsubbing ASAP? I didn't know I did that. I've never watched myself laugh, but thank you for noticing. If only Marcus had Jeremy tier jokes. Jeremy is the dad of our Discord server. Friend request. Yes, confirm. Okay. There it is. Spectate. 235. Go. Then I will need a blocker. And right screen. So, we will give CB 2 highlights for their 2v2 performance, and that takes them up to 4 points. It is time for the AIMA comeback. I believe in it. I'm rooting for it even, because I like to see close things. So what do we have? 7 points left. Okay, so we have 7 points left. That means this is a best of 11. The first team to 6 points wins by math. Okay, so they're not out yet. They can lose one more 1v1. That's fine. Keep. I'm in, and we do have Skaven versus High Elves. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see Skaven. And CB has Skaven in their 2v2. All right, so we do get to see Skaven today. That's exciting. Yes. Okay, we're all good. Everybody's caught up. Okay, howdy, human boy. Hey, stream. What up? Do you think they'll notice if I go to the bathroom real quick? Let's find out. Cyrus, you're in charge. Never mind. Doomsage, you're in charge. Never mind. Both of you are horribly irresponsible. Cuden, you're in charge. Whoop. 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 Hi, Hazel. Alright, we're already to the game. Let's do this. Sorry, Shogunate. I do not want you to lose. Just Skaven losing on his stream is great. No! Skaven cannot lose on the stream. Come on, man. Come on. Don't give me power. It'll go to my head. Yeah. Alright, blockers down. And we're in this. So, for AIMA, we have Shogunate. So does anybody know that hubby's a furry? I'm not a goddamn fur. God damn it. You're always saying that. We have Poison Wind Mortars and the Avalanche Mortars. Yes, I love Poison Wind Mortars in this matchup. They're real good. We have Warplock Jezzails. How many? 2 of them. We do have some Wolf Rats. 1 Wolf Rat. I guess that's okay if they have Chariots or you just want to chase off Archers or something. Triple Rat Ogre is very good. Clan Rats, Skaven Slaves, Clan Rats, Skaven Slaves. Good stuff across the board there. Who's the Lord? Lord Skrulk. He took... Oh god, did he take Plague? No way he took Plague. Yeah, he did. Let's go, dude. Let's go. He took Plague. Libra Bonicus, Rod of Corruption, Stand Your Ground, Plague, and Vermintide. Yes. Oh, I wanted the Skaven to win, but now I really want the Skaven to win because of fucking Plague. Alright, we have an Assassin, Master... Master. Don't know what that was about. Rival High Talisman, Assassin's Trophy on both of them. Nice stuff. Fawzy High Elves. Is Human Boy in a clan? Human Boy is a clan. I was formerly in a clan. And then they stole my Cabbage Patch Kids, so I had to leave. It was very unfortunate. It was a horrible leaving. It was very bitter on both sides. There was a lot of screaming. But until they give my Cabbage Patch Kids back, I ain't going back. Never. On the high elf side, we have Alethanar, Flamespire Phoenix, Mage of Fire with Burning Head, and the mana regen item. Interesting. No lore passive. No fire lore passive. That would be very good. I would recommend that they bring that next time. Double Archers, 5 Rangers, triple Bolt Thrower is going to be very annoying for the Skaven, and double Silver Helms. But I still think I like the Skaven here. Alethanar is very annoying for them, so usually what I do is Skaven something close to this, but I like to take the Grey Seer on a bell and the Plague Priest on a bell, because High Elves don't have amazing armor-piercing single-entity killing tools in melee or otherwise. So usually they just kind of run out of juice to kill double bells. Skrull could be okay if you can avoid Alethanar's shots, because they didn't bring Fireball, so they can't just Fireball spam him down. But those triple bolt throws are going to be a problem. Skaven will want to move up on them right away. Jezzails can take them out if they can get in range. Mortars, the green mortars do okay. The purple mortars miss too much against such... Like, look at how many infantry those purpler mortars are trying to hit. Right? Unless they get a direct hit, they're going to have a bad time. You didn't leave. How could you hear me say that? I don't know. I just work here, dude. Double Assassin. Oh, yes. Concealment Bobs are both popped. Alethanar doesn't even know he's in trouble. He doesn't even know he's about to get wrecked. Look at him. Look at him just firing a thing off into the distance. He's like, oh, yeah, this is fine. I'm having a great old day. All right, well, rats! Oh, my God, rats! Oh, I'm getting stabbed. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, my little elf body. Oh, God. Unfortunately, some of the attacks miss, but an Assassin's Trophy on them will lower his melee stats, but Silver Helms are coming, they need to run away. Now, the Assassins wouldn't be very upset, honestly, if those Silver Helms caught them, because the Avalanche Mortars could just destroy the heavy cav that grouped up around them. They wouldn't mind too much. This is one of the problems with bringing High Elf Infantry to a Skaven fight. It's going to have a bad time. Jezzails are now teeing off into Silver Helms? It's hard to tell when they're shooting past Alethanar too, but 2 of the Rangers are already almost dead. Bolt Throwers are doing a lot of work onto the Warlock Jezzails. Yes. So the Skaven are taking out the front line. It's very good. I'm pretty sure these Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers are going to run out of ammo before this game's over. I don't think that they're going to get shut down entirely, but we'll see. Rival High Talisman on the Assassin is very good. Now that these Silver Helms are blobbed up, one of the Poison Wind Mortars does have to turn over and fire here. It looks like they kind of got weird mixed messages because of the moving things, but yeah, Jezzails and even one of those Purple Globes landing, you can see the Silver Helms are having a bad time. The Assassin's totally fine. He's chill. He had a great day. Poison Wind Mortars are destroying the High Elf front line. 2 of the Rangers are already completely dead, though we have lost 1 Warplock Jezzail in the process. Still don't think this is the worst thing in the world for the Skaven. Skaven moving up, doing just fine. Skrull's okay. This could be a problem. Having 2 weapons teams grouped up on each other like that allows for any misses of the bolt throwers to get a second chance at actually hitting their target. But, minor complaint. Skaven Slaves might want to move up, I would say. maybe a little bit, because look at how messed up these Rangers are at this point. You could just walk up and beat them in melee combat, probably, and rout them off, and then get onto the bolt throwers. Skaven Slaves getting onto bolt throwers is a big win for the Skaven, because, you know, very cheap unit, taking out entire bolt throwers, good. The Skaven are going to move up a little bit. Now, they do have triple Rat Ogre, still very much alive. The bolt throwers haven't focused on it all. The High Elves have taken a bad time. Giselles, one of them's back with 9 whole models. I mean, it's not a lot of models to start with like 24, but some is some. Double Assassin is still running around trying to keep a Lethanar honest. Skaven Slave's still moving up, but our Ranger count is 4 of the 5 are almost completely dead. Ah, yes. Mortars versus High Elves. It's good stuff. So Clan Rats, it looks like they also took some fire along with those archers. But Plague, 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 Plague. Everybody, it's Plague. Get excited. God, I know there's a delay, but you could at least predict in the future when Plague was coming. Yes! Go, my beautiful creation! Yeah, do it. Kill them. Kill them all. Go, Plague, go. Plague did good damage, and for only 9 winds of magic, because it's scroll casting it, he killed almost an entire Ranger unit. That's better than Pestilent Breath would have done for 8. Ooh, Lethanar's alone. Go, Double Assassin, go! Alright, on the back line, instead of completely rooting for the Skaven, I should do my job. Silverhelms get a nice shutdown on these Poison Wind Mortars. That is very, very good for the High Elves, and it looks like them and the Eagle are going to run over and take out the last Giselle. This purple Poison Wind Mortar, the Avalanche Mortars are doing okay, but Lethanar getting caught out here by the Assassins is a very good pick, and Shogunnik is most likely going to kill him. And the High Elves just don't have a lot left. They're down to a Phoenix. That's like it. That is it, because I'm considering Lethanar dead. He's surrounded by 2 assassins. They're both better combatants than he is, and there's 2 of them, so he's dead. 100%. Skrulk's here. He's getting into the back line. I wonder if he has Libra One-Shoticus. You might want to throw it on that Mage of Fire, just because its health pool is so low. A Libra can do a lot of good work. Ooh! Rod of Corruption coming in. 3, 2, 1. Silverhelms. Alright, Rod of Corruption. Do it. Yeah. Nice. Clan Rat Summons shutting down 1 Bolt Thrower. Skaven Slayer shutting down another. This is very good for the Skaven. Balance of Power is full of shit. Skaven have already won this. Army losses, please. Thank you. Assassins have killed Lethanar? Yeah, I don't see him anywhere. Everything's routing. Silverhelms are having a bad time. Balance Power goes further into the favor of the Skaven. Yes, Skaven, best faction in the whole world! Urgh. Nothing gets me more excited than a Skaven win. Nothing. If I haven't seen Grace for like 45 days, she was on a trip to Europe, saving people from burning buildings. I didn't know if she was alive or dead, and she came home. I would be like, yeah, whatever. The Skaven are winning. Good for you. It's commitment. We commit on this stream. Can't follow through with that, but I get excited. You get the point. Last bolt throwers are going to go. I'm honestly surprised Army Loss hasn't kicked in. I guess there is a full health Phoenix that the game is like, maybe you can kill all these rats. Maybe you can. Review the Plague vid Ducksky made. It's great, since it's from PE. I don't know who Ducksky is. There's a PE caster? I am intrigued. Everybody's routing. It is all over except for the singing at this point. Because any of these Rat Ogre units, they're all so healthy. Like, if these were low health Rat Ogres, maybe the Hiles would have a chance, because Rat Ogres are cowards just like the rest of the Skaven roster. But I mean, look at them. They're so healthy. If that Phoenix lands anywhere near them, they're going to kill it. Caster's dead. Lord's dead. High Elves ain't coming back from that. Even Flex Tape can't fix that. Rat Ogres, looks like they're trying to get us around here on these Silverhelms, and they will. And as soon as these Silverhelms die, I think that'll kick in army losses, as 1 Spearman and a Phoenix is not enough. Oh, 2 Spearmen and a Phoenix, my bad. Silverhelms are dead. Army losses is out to make me look like a chump. Ah, there it is. There it is. I'm not always wrong. Grace is not a firefighter, she's a therapist. One of the few matchups where you almost certainly won't see White Lion, Infantry, or Dragon Princess. Gracier does really well. Correct. I bet all the high elf teenage girls are in love with Lethanar. They think they can fix him. That's funny. Gracier is the Skaven when Volkmar is to Empire a boss. Yeah, it's just like... People get mad. I can rant about this later. Remind me to come back to the Gracier thing. Scroll, about 1,000 value, good. Assassins both paid for themselves, and they killed the Lethanar, which is Chad. Show me the Poison Wind Mortar value. Show me it. 1,200. 1,500. 1,450, but still. Excuse me. Wolf Rats did fine. Rat Ogres did fine. They were very healthy in the late game. Could have given a lot of love. Lethanar actually did pretty well. Burning Headcaster. That is one of the things about bringing Burning Head against Skaven. It's annoying to deal with as Skaven, but it's not actually that bad. Fireball is a way scarier spell for Skaven than Burning Head. Part of the Grey Seer rant. And the Bolt Throwers did very well. Phoenix, unfortunately, just didn't have a lot of high-value targets it could get onto, unfortunately. But Shogunnik did it. Brought in a win for the Skavinos. We love the Skavinos in this house. Okay, pull up my thing. I'm looking for Lord Lever and Reginator. I'll get into their game, and then I'll do the scores and all that stuff. So I can talk and do that at the same time. So the reason you see a Grey Seer so much is... he is the only Skaven Lord that can't just get killed by basic casting fireballs all day. Because all your Footlords, Snitch, Queek, Skrulk, Throt on his Brood Horror, just overcasting or basic casting fireball, I'm going to lose my Lord in 4 spells that I can't dodge or I can't do anything about. When a Grey Seer on a Bell just laughs that stuff off. So, because he has high armor, sometimes it misses him because of his janky-ass hitbox. So that's why you see him so much, is he's the only option you have in a matchup where Fireball or Spirit Leech are a thing that just won't instantly die. And it sucks. You hate to say it out loud, but yeah, you have to take him. You have to take him. It's the no fun zone. You're not allowed to have fun in the no fun zone. It's the no fun zone. It's appropriately named. Sigmar Ligmar. Don't think that's who I'm looking for. So I don't see Reginator versus Lord Lever. I'll message Reginator and see if he has a lobby up. Boop. You got a lobby? Oh, I heard a ping. It's Sigmar Ligmar. Okay. Alright, fine. Alright. Yeah, he's in here. I have a blocker up, right? Cool. So, time for the award ceremony. AIMA. Mountain the fucking comeback. Boom, that's a red square. Boom, that's a 1 above their name. And Reginator's about to make it a fat 2 when he destroys the greenskins of Lord Lever. I have nothing against Lord Lever. I just want a close clan war. Alright? Alright? I see what you're doing out there. I see you thinking I hate this person I've never met. It's not true. I just want good games. I'm watching you. Yes. Good stuff. Empire into Greenskins is pretty even, so that could go either way. I want it all to come down to the last 2v2. That's what I want. Because 2v2s are still fun, but they're more fun when they're the deciding factor. You got Ligma? I do have Ligma. Ligma balls. You got me. I definitely didn't see what was going on. Just walked right into it. Okay, catching up with chat again. Grace is a firefighter? No, she's a therapist. Lord Mantis throwing out some faces. That was a spicy rumble. That was a spicy rumble. Perfectly balanced faction as all things should be. Hey, Dilatron, it's not my fault High Elves suck. Alright? It's not my fault. Skaven's great. We love Skaven in this house. My poor baby High Elves. Yeah, they had a bad time. Sorry about that. Comeback is real. Yes. Just use the old, I got super confidence in you if I get in trouble. I don't think Grace would buy that. Burb did not regrowth. The Phoenix barely took any damage all game. Shogunnik just ignored it and killed everything around it. It's fine. Doubtedly Thanar got his value. Surprisingly, he did okay for how long he was on the field. Not a fan of bolt throwers here. Skaven normally always bring good tools versus them. You're relying on a suboptimal build for them to work. Alright, Bowmore. I'm going to say this, and it's going to make you sound like you're flaming me, but I hate bolt throwers. They're so terrible for what I'd bring. Like, I can deal with them, sure, but they're only 700 gold. They put you under a lot of pressure. So I think Bolt Throwers and Alethanar is the way to go. That or Shadow Warriors. But I don't think that High Elves have a great time into Skaven at all. Skaven are actually pretty good against High Elves. Rats. Yozer, I agree. It's good stuff. It's good for unsticking stuck Cav because the leadership debuff makes Rat Ogres even more ogre-y. Congrats on the 600 subs. Yeah, we got 600 subs. Let's get some more. 44 people here. If any of you aren't subbed, please, for the love of God, sub. Please. Don't make me beg. I will, but I don't want to. Please sub to my channel. Or don't. It's your life. You live it. But we are growing. It's pretty nice. The Larch animation. Oh, hey, I was going to keep him in the back forest if he was getting uber sniped and there were a few trees to help him hide. But you were right. Yeah, Skrulk was a good pick. I mean, he did fine. I just get scared of fireball casts. I am curious if our opponent knows where to find us. Dun, dun, dun. Would Illyrian Reavers be more efficient versus Skaven? Illyrian Reavers are very good versus Skaven because they're so cheap. And they still do as well as the Silver Helms in melee, because all Skaven melee is trash. Because Rat Ogres wreck Silver Helms, Rat Ogres wreck Illyrian Reavers. Skaven slaves die to Silver Helms, Skaven slaves die to Illyrian Reavers. So they perform at a similar level for a lower price point. So yes, Illyrian Reavers are supreme against Skaven. Very good. Shogunix messaged me, now that we're friends, is there some hidden Skaven channel I can follow those secret strats for Rat Boys? It's usually just by DMs or ask Omor. We are helpful gits. Okay, so who are we looking for? Because they are having trouble finding the lobby. Lord Lever. He was on the stream earlier, so we know he's online. Lord Lever. I'll ask Mantis. Actually, no, Mantis set up a chat for all of us. Where is it? There it is. Any idea where Lord Lever is? We need our war player. He can't see the lobby. They're fixing it. All right, great. Great. So he's coming. Cuden in the chat saying this is exploding. Oh, I have exciting news. Oh, Rubber Duck of War. Oh, okay. I see. I'll mark those on Red, Cyrus. I'll go back and watch it later. When you said Duxie, I was like, what? And then you said he was part of PE. I got confused. So, I ordered a thing. Where is it? Where is the thing? While I buy time. Media file. There you are. Our weird joke, children's not children's book. I ordered the first copy of it, and if it looks okay, I'll order like 500 and then put it up for sale on the website. And if this shit gets here before my board game does, my board game I've been working on for 5 years, and this has been working on for like 4 months, that's going to be upsetting. But we'll have those up for sale soon. It's fun. It's like, it's kind of like a satire on Harry Potter, where they do a whole bunch of magic stuff and everything's fine. But as you can tell from the title, it's like, yeah, magic's dangerous, maybe. It's derp deepest kills a guy. It's just silly. It was a joke I had with Discord, and they seem to like it, so we're going to put it out soon. I'll make it, like, cheap as shit, 'cause it's supposed to just be fun. It's not really supposed to make any money. So I'll probably put it at a price point where I just recoup the losses on printing it and shipping it. But yeah, that'll be coming out soon. So I'll get my copy in 14 days, and if it looks fine, then I'll order probably about 500 and put them in the basement, and then if anybody orders them, I'll just ship it to you. It should be good. And with that, Lord Lever has arrived. We have Greenskins versus Empire. I have recently been having very much trouble with this matchup when the Empire player takes a bunch of Outriders and kites the shit out of me. The Greenskins will win the entire game, and then you'll have 4 half-ammo Outriders left in the late game, and you'll just walk around the map following them, and they'll shoot you to death. That's been my last few games. Now, albeit I don't really play Greenskins with the 6 skirmish cav style. I find it incredibly boring. And I also struggle to make it work because I'm not a great skirmish cav player. So maybe if Lord Lever takes a more traditional 6 skirmish cav build, he will perform better than I do. Don't know. For the Greenskins, usually you're going to have Ground the Paunch, 6 skirmish cav, River Troll Hag, 1 or 2 Stone Trolls. Black Orcs are actually nice in this matchup. Then a bunch of Goblins to charge your Wah. And if you feel like it, a couple Archers to harass the Empire Archers, but meh. What's the board game? I suppose I could just pull that up too. Oh, fine, Geese Howard, I'll do everything. Media file, desktop, stuff on desktop. Board games, Puppet Masters, done. Cards backs? No, not that. Cover, there we are. Alright. There's the cover of the box. And media source, back of the box. So this is developed. There's 2,000 copies on their way to me right now. They're just on a boat, stuck forever. But Puppet Masters is a game. If you played Magic the Gathering, it's kind of similar in that, but not really. You pick a mage. They have different amounts of health and I guess you would call it mana initiative. Then they all have special powers. So if you pick like the undead mage, they're going to probably have buffs for undead. Then there's, let's see, 18 decks you can choose from, 27 Puppet Masters, those are the characters you play as, a bunch of spells and items. The base of the game is... The idea came up because I like Magic the Gathering, but I had a deck from high school, which was 10 years ago at this point. And I wanted to play with a friend who had a deck that was up to date, and I got crushed so hard that we stopped and looked at the decks, and like... None of the cards matched up in cost at all. Like, oh, I can use 3 mana to kill everything on your line. And I'm sitting there like, my basic 1/1 minion costs 3 mana. Why? Like, because there's been power ramp over time, so they want you to buy more shit. And that bothered me. So, hold on. I'm getting Discord messages about this. No, great. So, I wanted to design a game where no matter how behind you were, you could always play. And I thought of this thing, so each of you pick a couple decks that you want to play with. Like, let's say you want to play with undead and demons, and your opponent wants to play with knights and angels. Cool, great. All 4 of those decks are shuffled together, and then they're drawn into the central pile. So if there's one deck that's ever too overtuned, or like a new thing that comes out that's too strong, well, both of you are playing with it, so who cares? Like, both of you have equal opportunity to get it. So you as a mage, like, you treat everybody, all these minions as your puppets, and you fight with them, and you don't really care if they die. It doesn't affect you. You're just using it to protect yourself. And if you really like one, you can give it some items, make it better. Like, I have this crazy gigantic demon with a dragon head, and I'm going to give him a sword. All right, cool. So it's a lot about having flexible minions, because also, if one's too injured, you can let it go instead of potentially damaging yourself. You can let it go and buy a new one. But you really have to cost-benefit analysis. Like, can he live one more turn and get some good stuff for me? Or do I want to let him go? And then your opponent could pick them up if they wanted to or something. So, yeah, it's a dueling game. It's fun. I like it. I mean, I've been working on it for 5 years. I fucking hope I would like it. So that was supposed to release in November, but it's been stuck on a fucking boat this whole time. I'm not upset. Because if that launch goes well, I'll do that full time and quit my job at the Mayo Clinic, because I don't like my job at the Mayo Clinic. I like making board games, which I have a wall full of unmade board games behind me. Betas and prototypes that all take money and time that I need to know if it's worth my money and time. So this is kind of a do or die. If Puppet Masters goes well, I'll do that forever. If Puppet Masters goes shitty, I'll give up on all my dreams. Right. Okay, so we're into the game. Reginator has 4 Pistoliers, it looks like. Spearmen, unbreakable units mixed in with great swords. Okay, all right. Great swords versus greenskins is new. I don't hate it. We have a warrior priest with the Banner of Eternal Flame. Is that what it's called? Yeah. It gives fire damage and some base weapon damage. Mostly you're getting it for the fire damage. Hammer of Sigmar, Soulfire, and then Shield of Faith. We have Volkmar, Bound Banishment, Hammer of Sigmar, Grand Shield of Faith, Grand Soulfire Bombardment. We have a Light Wizard with Nets and Gems Burning Gaze. AIMA likes their nets, I'm learning. We have triple Reiksguard. That is bold. That is spicy. AIMA's betting it all on Reiksguard. Alright, on the other side we have Death Creepers. The Ragnarok Queen in the jungle. We have 1 Black Orc. This build is all over the damn place. Okay, Morgan's Ranged Marauders and Death Creepers. Good. We have 2 Wolf Riders. We have 2 Goblin Wolf Chariots. The RR Night Goblins with their Spinny Spin Loons. 1 Orc Boy. 2 Orc Boy. Black Orc. 2 Black Orcs. A Ragnarok Queen. We have Skarsnik in the woods. I love it. I love to see it already. Giant River Hag with only Spirit Leech. And that looks like it. I love this greenskin build because it doesn't have Ground the Paunch and Stone Trolls and 6 Skirmish Cav. It has 2 Skirmish Cav, 2 Skirmish Chariots, and Skarsnik. Big fan. Yes. Alright. Goblin Wolf Chariots up here skirmishing a little bit. Pistoliers get decent damage onto them. And Goblin Wolf Chariots have abysmal leadership. Just terrible. So you have to be careful. I mean, look at these guys. Full health and they're down to 30-ish leadership. Reiksguard are advancing a little bit. They're going to get skirmished quite a large amount, but they do have 120 armor and a shield. So Morgrubs is going to do okay with its armor-piercing damage, but otherwise they'll do just fine. Some Reiksguard catch Goblin Wolf Riders. Do less damage than I would have thought, but still some, and Pistoliers are skirmishing okay. These Reiksguard overextending a little bit, chasing 4 Skirmish Cav. Even if you're 120 armor and shielded, that volume of fire is going to add up on you, it looks like. Oh, we have a Goblin Shaman. Where'd you come from, little guy? I missed you. He has Vindictive Glare, Itchy Nuisance, and Decurse of the Bad Moon. Okay. Some blob punishment there. Ragnarok Queen's just out here challenging anybody to a fight. Like, what? Come on, do it, punk. Do it. And I'm guessing she's here for committed anti-large versus Volkmar. If she can get on top of him, Skarsnik can throw fermented fungi, rampage him into the Ragnarok, and it'll be great. But she's currently standing out here against a bunch of Pistoliers, and they're currently shooting like above it and past it, which is a little weird, but if they can actually hit it, volume of fire, they will take it down quite quickly. Another little cast of Vindictive Glare does a lot of damage to the Light Wizard, and Goblin Wolf Riders plowing into Sigmar's Sons in straight up frontal combat is not going to go well for them. We can see them immediately taking a bunch of damage and routing off. A little bit of a mistake there. Probably was microing other things. Death Creepers are currently winning a skirmish fight with the Pistoliers. If neither force is dodging, then it doesn't matter. That arrows kind of go up and then down. And Death Creepers have regen. And I think they have a little bit of missile resist? No, spiders don't. Okay. Well, you learn something every day. So, the Greenskins have piled up a lot into this area. I wouldn't hate for Volkmar to just throw a Banishment right here. Get some nice free damage value. The Light Wizard's taking a lot of damage from those Vindictive Glares. Maybe he has to pull back and get into the woods or something. Or something. Skirmish Cav for the Greenskins is running out of ammo. Pistoliers have plenty of ammo, but they're taking a lot of damage. That could be a bit of an issue. Volkmar is advancing along with his great swords. And look at this cluster. This is a beautiful cluster for some Soulfires, for some Banishments. Let's do it. Let's go. It's going to be great. More Soulfires coming in over here, I imagine, with this Warrior Priest. And this could be a big moment for the Empire, all these charges. And look at Banishment. Yes! Yes! I want to see it! Give me the Banishment! Oh, it's nice. Oh, it takes out half of an Orc Boy. Oh, it's even coming back for more. Oh, it's glorious. Oh, it's beautiful. You'll love to see it. Not if you're a Greenskin, but you'll love to see it if you're an Empire fan. And these Black Orcs are also routing. That is a huge win for Reginator right there. And the Ragnarok Queen is not near Volkmar, so he can run over and fight Skarsnik, who's a foot character, and Volkmar does have some anti-infantry, so that is quite good. Reiksguard, okay on health. One of them's full health, but 2 of them are a little injured. Some Skirmish Cav still teeing off on the Reiksguard. I would do your best to try to protect these Pistoliers at this point. They really shouldn't be taking this damage. One of them does actually rout off. And the Spinning Loons might be too low to cast their Spinning Loons at this point. And Skarsnik has taken a little bit of damage. He's actually really close to breaking. I don't know why his leadership is that bad. Usually Skarsnik's kind of a tanky fella. And the Vindictive Glare from the Goblin Shaman is mostly blocked by the Sigmar Sons and then this hill, but it actually gets enough onto the Light Wizard to actually take him out. Good stuff there. River Troll Hag's currently surrounded by Reiksguard, though surprisingly she's not taking that much damage because, I don't know, Reiksguard things, they aren't taken for a reason most times. Pistolier's rallying a little bit. Reiksguard over here taking out the 8-peak loons. And the Ragnarok Queen is awful close to Volkmar for my liking. Run, Volkmar, run. Grand Hair of Sigmar is active, giving a lot of nice little buffs to the Great Swords and to these Flagellants. And they can do okay damage to the Ragnarok Queen if she stays in them for too long. Pistoliers are kiting out the Spider Hatchlings. Maybe the image is the same as the Spider Riders, so you might think that those are actually Spider Riders and not Hatchlings. But the Pistoliers running away from them is still probably a good choice. Reiksguard Knights are piling in here. They don't have any buffs on them at the moment. In fact, they have a nerf from Itchy Nuisance, but they're still surrounding the Ragnarok Queen, and, you know, all of them are swinging, so a couple of those will get through. Volkmar's maybe even going to get onto the Giant River Troll Hag. He does have fire damage, so he does a little bit more damage to her than usual. And how are we doing here? The balance power is more even than I would have thought. I really like the Empire's position in this game right now. I just feel like things are going super well for them. Curse of the Bad Moon coming in onto the Great Swords, doing a lot of good damage to them and these Reiksguard. Though the Reiksguard are a little too armored, I don't think it has great armor piercing values. And Skarsnik is now fighting the Reiksguard. Reiksguard really don't want to deal with him. He has anti-large and he's an infantry character. Really hard for them to deal with. River Troll Hag is routed. Are these Spider Hatchlings? Spider Hatchlings. Lord Lever is much better with the Spider Hatchling micro than I am. I always forget that the Ragnarok Queen even has them. I get out maybe like 1 a game, maybe 2. Nice charge here from Reiksguard. Very nice Reiksguard played from Reginator. Not a unit you see a lot for various reasons, but he's handling it quite well. Pistoliers charging the River Troll Hag might be a bit of a mistake. They're just going to instantly rout and she'll be totally fine. And Spearmen surrounding the Ragnarok Queen. I didn't hate that situation for Volkmar to stay, but it looks like he is just going to roll away. Ooh, he's going to get on to Skarsnik. Now I agree with that situation. That is very good. Itchy Nuisance is stopping them from getting a lot of damage onto Skarsnik, but maybe if one of their Hammer of Sigmars is up soon and Itchy Nuisance fades, they can really get this going. Grand Shield of Faith. Looks like we have a Soulfire Bombardment coming down onto these Black Orcs. Ooh, and the Death Creepers are piling in to also get hit by the Soulfire Bombardment. Very, very nice stuff for the Empire. Pistoliers are back. They're in action. They're firing at the Ragnarok Queen. This is a very close game overall. Again, I'm favoring the Empire a little bit more than the balanced power is, but it is still anybody's game. Most definitely. Reiksguard are going to take out these Orc Boys, and then if they go immediately into a rear charge like they are on the Death Creepers, that might just get a 2-for-1 rout situation. And it looks like that is what's going to happen. Then these Black Orcs might even rout. A Rampage for the Pistoliers is not the worst thing in the world. Like, it is bad. You don't want that to happen to your Pistoliers. They're almost out of ammo, and they accidentally get a nice rear charge here onto these Spider Riders and all this stuff. Mass routes coming in, and without any support nearby, the Ragnarok Queen's poor leadership is starting to show through. It's getting very low. This Warrior Priest is also fighting his Goblin Wolf Chariot, and this might be a big, big break for the Empire to finally close out this game. If they can really capitalize on this moment where this, you know, rout off the Spider Queen, maybe even kill Skarsnik, but Skarsnik and the Spider Queen are both anti-large, and it's showing on Volkmar right now. He's taking about half his health since this fight began. A lot of chaff nearby for the Empire, though, and Empire are a little bit ahead on the balance of power. Starting to finally creep in there. It really doesn't account for leadership, and Skarsnik is broken. That is a huge problem for the Greenskins, and Volkmar and his Warrior Priest are just riding him down. He's going to die very soon, and this leadership issue is going to get even worse without him on the battlefield. Kind of surprised he's even still alive, but there is some skirmish cav and chariots nearby. Volkmar shouldn't leave the Warrior Priest out to dry like this, but the Warrior Priest does finish off Skarsnik. He is able to come back rather quickly. And you can see now all the wavering health bars, leadership bars, now that Skarsnik is gone. Goblin Great Shaman in the middle of nowhere might just break on his own for literally no reason. River Troll Hag and the Spider are breaking, and I'm calling it right now. The Empire of 1 at AIMA is back in action, 2-4. Army losses starts to blink. It's just too many things are routing. Well played. Well played. You'll love to see the Reiksguard. I saw a lot of good stuff from Lord Lever, though, too. He played quite well. I would say his Black Orcs got left behind a little bit too often, but his Ragnarok Queen, Skarsnik's micro was really good. I liked his Skirmish Cav play a lot. His chariots were handled very well, so there's a lot of good things. A lot of good things. Kidoki. Volkmar, 2,100 value. Light Wizard got murdered by Vindictive Glares, but the Warrior Priest more than made up for it with 1,000 value of his own. Sigmar's Sons. Greatswords actually did surprisingly well against the Black Orcs. I guess it was because they were getting overlapping buffs from the Hammers of Sigmar, so that's pretty cool. And Pistoliers just about paid for themselves. Skarsnik did okay, got a little murdered. Vindictive Glarecasters did very well. River Troll Hag struggled a bit. She didn't get a lot of Spirit Leech offs, unfortunately for her. They were mostly spent on Vindictive Glare uses. Goblin Wolf Riders didn't get much done, unfortunately for them. The Arachnarch Queen did fine. GG's! GG, well played. Okay, where am I going next? I'm looking for Deobald and Grumpy Guard. Okay. Deobald and Grumpy Guard. Grumpy versus D. Okay, I don't see Grumpy versus D, so I'll friend Grumpy Guard. No, I'll friend... No, well, Deobald's not there either, so why would I friend him? That wouldn't help me find this lobby. Go. Friend code. Friend me, please. And while he friends me, we will go to the right screen. AIMA has 2 points on the board. Can Grumpy Guard keep it going in Lizardmen versus Vampire Coast? I don't know either of these players, and Vampire Coast is usually considered favored in a Lizardmen, though recently I've been struggling on it when I play Lizardmen, though I am shit. So maybe that's just me being shit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if Grumpy Guard can keep going. But between these next 4 games, AIMA can afford to lose 1. If they lose 2 of these next 4 games, or the 2v2, they are out of this clan war. Yes. Alright. Good, good. Get the blocker up before I find the lobby, just in case I enter it and everybody have their armies all loaded up or something. Grumpy Guard, 17 mutual friends. Oh my gosh, we should have a party. Okay, Grumpy versus Stable. Found it. 235. And we are in. Yo, yo. Okay, what's... Now I gotta catch up with chat. Score is currently 4-1. I remember that. You playing Cuden? Yep, yep, yep. What board game? Okay, so we were there. How hard was it to get 500 copies in the current environment physical games, right? I have 2,000 copies and it was very difficult. Box looks cool, indie but solid. Thanks, I'm doing my best. Shogunik, you're rewatching the battle. Damn, it seems as if I'm listening to Human Boy in the background. Well, it's just because you're doing the right thing, so good. Current Magic the Gathering design is kind of ridiculous. I agree. Text in the gray box, man, not good. Just make it black on white. That's boring. It's boring. So, is there a vid on Puppet Masters only? Maybe, but it'd be old. I'm definitely gonna... remake it once I actually get the things. Mayo Clinic, you'll buy a copy when it's ready. Yay! I'm not a Mayo doctor. I'm a development tech, so I make new tests, but still. Everybody hates Volkmar. It's not that Mayo Clinic. It's a medical office sponsored by Hellman's. No, it is that Mayo Clinic. Jeremy, you hate nets, but you like ropes and chains? What are you, Rihanna? I may be bad, Volkstash does carry. He's doing great. And it's not forest camping. They just started in the forest and they moved immediately. They're fine. They're fine. Human Boy, I should be doing uni stuff. That's not as important as Warhammer, bro. Uni stuff is lame, dude. Who cares? Who cares about securing your future and bettering yourself when you could watch video games? Video games! Geese Howard, the score is currently 2-4, but, you know, shit ain't over. Got a sub for Noah Face, Stretch will strip and play Greenskins. Okay, so there's some subbing going on. Got it. Got it. Ooh, very, very similar troop counts for these two armies. I got rid of the blocker, right? Yep, good. Vampire Coast look more set up, so let's go over there. For Daebold and CB, we have Scurvy Dogs, 2 on the flanks. We have Bombers. It looks like 3 Bombers, 2 hand cannon gunnery mobs. All right, I'm already liking this Vampire Coast build. It's very exciting, very nice. Some deckhand mobs just spaced throughout. We have triple Cyrene, double Cyrene, double gunnery wood on crabs. Count Noctilus on his big boat behemoth with his summon and his heal. Simple, straightforward, I like it. I am curious what the hand cannons are for. I think they're maybe for Pterodon spam, but basic guns do fine there. I don't know. Maybe they're for Quaddle. Quaddle. I will say, now that this formation is more symmetrical, it makes me happy. I was going to have a heart attack if it wasn't symmetrical by the end. Okie dokie. For Grumpy Guard, we have 2 Chameleon Skinks, 3 Chameleon Stalkers. Oxyotl, we can have no more 360 units, because that's already 6 in the first things I looked at. We have Skink Cohorts of Javelin, Skink Cohorts Basic. We have the Umbral Tide Salamander Hunting Pack, Skink Cohorts, Skink Priest of Beast with only a Manticore summon. Croxigore unit! Yeah, Croxigores! Alright, now I'm excited. Both these armies are fucking Chad as hell. Cohort of Sotek Red versus Skinks, more Skink Cohorts, and a Feral Bastildon. That's fine, but Croxigores! Yeah! It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. Lazars. How do Lizardmen usually deal with ethereals? Yeah, usually lasers. Solar Engine Bastildons are fine. Slans can have Bound Banishments, or Mazdamundi has Ruination of Cities. That's a lot of magic damage, but other than that, they kind of struggle with it, which might be why we are seeing quadruple Sirens. Oh. No. I'm getting told to watch more things. Damn it, Discord. Stop telling me to watch things. People, well, it's the people on Discord that want me to watch things because they care about me, but still. Alright, back in the game. Oxyotl, since his release, has changed how this matchup goes because he does so much damage to the Gunnery Wights on Crabs. Like, that's one missile, does a lot of damage. And the Gunnery Wights on Crabs are usually meant to be quite tanky, but not with this guy around. Though he is overextending a little bit, Grumpy Guard is going to immediately pull him back. Nice. Don't want him to run straight into melee. And Noctilus is firing on Skinks, but this is the problem with this kind of Lizardman build against gun factions, as much as it bothers me, is that it's all Skinks. What's Noctilus going to shoot at? Nothing. Nothing matters. It's just chaff. The entire build is chaff. What's he going to shoot at? Nothing! Instead, he starts shooting at Croxigores. He's going to knock him over in their little line. Oh, you're not dead. Yeah, good, you're not dead. I was going to say, if that shot killed 4 of you, I'd be so upset. Chameleon Stalker's doing good damage to the Scurvy Dogs, and even a little bit against the Sirens. Damn. Oh, Oxyotl has magic damage. That's right. Cyrus keeps telling me that. Oxyotl's going to do fine against these Sirens. You can see him sniping so many of them. Now, he does have a lot of targets. He wants to shoot the Gunnery Wights. He wants to shoot the Sirens. But, I guess it's a good problem to have that there's too many things for you to shoot at. Chameleon Skinks right next to Noctilus like this should fire up at him. They do a lot of damage with each volley on his gigantic body. He only has 75 armor and no shield. But it does look like a zombie summon will be on top of them. Chameleon Skinks are decent combatants, so they could just walk away from this pretty okay. And Coast is having a bad time. They're about to lose a dog. Siren's at half health. Oxyotl's still poking away. And the Umbral Tide hasn't even needed to get involved here from Grumpy Guard. He's just happy with this shooting phase. He feels like he's winning it, and I would agree. Feral Bastildon's not having a great time. Invocation and Heck cast on the Sirens that have taken so much damage. And it looks like that's going to be a beautiful Scab Scraith. It might even have been a double Scab Scraith. Hard to tell because I can't see the charges on the Gunnery Wights. But I think that was maybe a double, and that is going to route off 2 different Skink units. Good stuff over there. Chameleon Stalkers moving up to help fight these Sirens. Their grenades go a little bit wide, though. That was a little odd. And Oxyotl is going to fire over, continuing to support that. But a decently slow game. I mean, the Lizardmen have no reason to change this situation. They feel like they're favored in it. Vampire Coast appears to also be happy with their lot in life. So that's fine. Not everything has to be a giant melee brawl fest. We would maybe like it to, but it doesn't have to be. Sirens are crumbling as they run away from all these Chameleon Stalkers. Decided they've had enough of this nonsense. They are going to try to get back. Feral Bastildon is rampaging. I wonder if the caster, the Manticore caster, is nearby at all. Oh, no. He's not nearby at all. He can't cast Cold-Blooded on anything. He will have to come up here. I mean, he can cast a Manticore and it can fly over here, but that's still a waste of time. He should really come up here. Coast is now starting to trade back very effectively. Start of the game was looking a little rough for them, but they've taken out a bunch of skink units with Scab Scraiths, done a lot of damage to that Feral Bastildon. But the Salamander hunting packs are in here, and they might start teeing off. And they do okay damage against that crab. Nice little stuff. Maybe want to focus Noctilus. Noctilus is running low on ammo, but with double gunnery whites, ammo is never going to be a problem. At all. Grumpy Guard may be making a little bit of a mistake here doing what we talked about in the Beastmen game with Head Mantis. What Head Mantis was doing well, getting a full surround before engaging. It looks like Grumpy Guard is maybe overextending a little bit with a couple of his assets and not either engaging with everything at once or engaging with nothing at all. Your whole army needs to be doing the same thing. Skinks are going to go fight Scurvy Dogs and Sirens. They're definitely going to lose that fight. I think they're just trying to bail out their Chameleon Stalker friends, but that probably won't be worth it for them in the end. Lizardmen looking a little out of sorts here. Doesn't feel like they have a central theme going. A summon is going to block up these skink cohorts that are getting surrounded a little bit by deckhand mobs. And where's the Manticore summon? We do need that to come in pretty soon. Salamander Hunting Pack has taken a lot of damage since we last saw them. I think they're getting poked by gunnery whites. But Sirens have been killed? No, their little thing's just hidden. They're totally fine. And this could be very bad. If these dogs are able to run out and fight the Salamander Hunting Pack after they rout off these two things, that could be horrible for the Lizardmen. Red-Crested Skinks and Crocscore is going to surround Noctilus. Could be a way back into this game because I do feel like Lizardmen are falling a little bit behind in the balance of power and in my heart. Second Feral Bastildon's also coming in. Oxyal's over here firing at Sirens. I guess that's fine. It's going okay. And yeah, that's damage. Crocscores, Chameleon Skinks, murdering Noctilus. Salamander Hunting Pack is also going to tee off into him. This could be big. I want to see it. Show me the damage. He paths slightly out of range, but it looks like the fireballs will... one will hit him. Stolon plowing in. Oxyal's trying to help. Red-Crested Skinks fight all those salamanders. And Noctilus is still just moving away. He's surprisingly slippery for a man the size of a house. He's getting through there. Crocscores are kind of left behind in the dust. With not a lot going for them. Wraithstorm is actually going to attack the Salamander Hunting Pack. I have no idea how much damage this does. I am curious. Pretty good amount. Alright. I am the big fear. We do have two Manticores in the back pocket for the Lizardmen, and their Skink Priest has been rallied, so he's coming back. They're not out of this yet. They still got some life in them, but these bombers being in range of the Umbral Tide could be quite bad. Also, I think they've been getting poked by double gunnery white like this whole game. Crocscores are holding up a ton of chaff, but their leadership is getting a little low. Sun's getting low, big guy. Sirens on the far side getting murdered by the cohort of Sotek. That's pretty good for the Lizardmen. And Noctilus has retreated. He should be able to heal himself up just fine. Randomness taught me exactly how much frickin' Noctilus can heal himself. Bastard. Bombers are performing quite well, too. Where's the Umbral Tide? They have rallied, and they only have 4 models left. 4 models is better than no models, but it's, you know, not great. We need a Manticore summon. Come on, buddy. Cast it. Get her in there. Crocscore should probably run at these gunners and lock them down. Don't let them fire. Don't let them fire. Also, surrounding the gunner whites might be a mistake since your ranged assets are doing so well against them. You don't really want to block your line of sight. And yes, the Crocscores pile into this full ammunition hand cannon unit, stopping it from firing. That is very good, especially as a Manticore is coming out. Balance power is back to even with the Manticore on the field. Maybe you can get some good work done. I would personally dive it onto Noctilus, as Noctilus is a shit melee combatant. And they'll do quite well. Oxyotl, if he's shooting anything besides the gunnery whites or Noctilus, that is a waste of his ammunition at this point. He doesn't need to get over there. Feral Bastildon's doing just fine. Skincaster has a second Manticore in the pocket for when we need it. Noctilus is currently getting attacked by the Manticore. He throws a heal on himself, but there's a bunch of Chameleon Skinks nearby to keep these gunnery whites from supporting. Now, these hand cannons teeing off into the Manticore is huge. It's part of the reason I wanted the Crocscores to shut down that other one, which they did do, but it looks like they're pushed off due to a zombie summon being nearby to help out. Hand cannons are all firing at this Manticore, which gets cold-blooded to make sure it targets the right guy. It's going to run after Noctilus as the final Wraithstorm is going to pile into it. Maybe routing it, potentially, yes. But it is a summon, so, that's kind of okay. Oxyotl, what you doing, bud? What you gonna get into? I don't know what he's shooting at. I haven't been watching him for a long time. Lizardmen are out of a lot of things. They don't have a ton left in this game except for one Feral Bastildon. Oxyotl's still in here, still fighting the good fight. But those hand cannons, man, they have a lot of ammo left. If those Crocscores try to come back at all, I think they're just going to get blasted to hell. There is a second Manticore summon. It's going to have to do way better than the first one at killing Noctilus. That first one missed a lot of attacks. Umbral Tide get into melee with the hand cannon crew. Honestly, the Skink Priest might want to get into melee too, because them standing this close, they're just going to shoot Oxyotl and that Skink Priest, and that'll be the end of that. Lizardmen are behind on the balance power. Very much agree. Trying to look. I mean, the coast. How much of these are summons? That's a big thing. That one's a summon. Neither of these are summons. Some things are crumbling. Feral Bastildon's rampaging. Crocscore's getting a rear charge over there is pretty good. Second Manticore! Go, second Manticore, go! Gunnery White's chasing Oxyotl. Oxyotl should actually do fine as long as he keeps running away. He can keep shooting. Should probably turn off Master Predator now because you don't need the range. You just want your speed back so you can outrun that frickin' Gunnery Crab. And the Manticore's onto Noctilus. There's no support for him this time. No guns that can help him out, though he does overcast summon a Zombie Gunnery Mob, and he doesn't take any overcast damage for that. But Manticore's currently hitting him. Can the Manticore turn this game around? For the hopes of AIMA, you would say yes. Gunnery White's still chasing Oxyotl, who has turned off his Master Stalker Man. And that's going well. Crocscores are fighting to the last next to this Bastildon until I notice their existence, and then they do horribly. My bad. My bad. Wait, Noctilus had another Wraithstorm? Jesus. I know he only gets 3 charges, but it feels like he's cast like 7 of them this game. Beastcaster is over here helping fight, but ooh, a brutal Scab Scratch is going to take a lot of the Chameleon Stalkers out. How's Oxy doing in the far side? He's doing okay. He has 54 speed, and the Gunnery White only has 45, but speed is a suggestion, so Oxyotl, of course, is getting run down by the Gunnery White because, I don't know, speed doesn't matter. That is one of my biggest pet peeves in this game, is that speed is a suggestion. Noctilus is almost out of ammo, but he still has a good amount of health for being on his big boy, and Feral Bastildon's going to head over and try to help the caster out. Oxyotl's the only thing keeping this balance of power from army losses. And it doesn't look like he'll be able to do that for very long. It was a good fight from Grumpy Guard. It was a good fight. A couple little mistakes, but mostly it's just Noctilus being sneaky. Gunnery Whites are both going to team up onto Oxy. Let's see if he can hold his own. Probably not, but still on, gets a rear charge in. Misses the first attack, or does it just not do enough damage that I can't notice it? Army losses is going to come in, though, and that'll be it for Grumpy Guard. AIMA's back is against the wall. They can lose no more games. No more games can be lost this day. Oxy did fine. Caster Beasts cast 2 Manticores, but the Manticores both got shot a lot. Noctilus just kept summoning things on top of them, and that was very bad for them. Chameleon Skinks did great. Crocscores actually did surprisingly well. Salamander Hunting Pack, not as much. Noctilus did fine. Both Gunnery Whites did great. Sirens both got shut down by Oxy. Personally, if Grumpy Guard watches this, I would just put Oxy on the Gunnery Whites to take them out. I know what you're doing with Sirens is fine. Like, he does magic damage, and that's good. That's good stuff. I don't think it was like a bad choice. I don't think it was a terrible choice. I just think the Gunnery Whites were a little more critical, as we saw in the late game. Also, you did so much damage to Noctilus. He spent a lot of the healing on himself, and he just left his Gunnery Whites alone. Whereas if you focus them down, he would actually have to burn his healing on those other single entities that he needed, rather than the Sirens. So that's just my take on it. But I don't think it was a terrible choice to shoot the Sirens. It's just not what I would have personally preferred. It was a good build, though, from Daybulb. I liked it a lot. The hand cannons did surprisingly well for having no Pterodons to shoot at. I like it. Good job, Daybulb. Good job. Who dares message me? Okay. Not important. Got it. So, battle, multiplayer battle. Who am I looking for? A Hashra Reel and Noah Face. Though Noah Face is getting swapped out, you said. Tretch will step in. Oh, hey, we love Tretch. We love Tretch. And we should be... Tretch and I are definitely friends. So I should be able to see his game. Call of Human Resources and Call HR are both out here. Okay, alright. I'll message Tretch and see if he's got a game up. Tretch, where are you? You got a game up? Alright, while they figure that out, it's time for the spooky music. Dun, dun, dun. With Daybald winning that, take CB to 5. You need 6 points to win. Can AIMA sweep? They need 3 in a row. And it starts with No Face / Tretch. Greenskins Dark Elves. And Wars of Chaos Wood Elves. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. I don't know if they can do it. I'm scared. I'm hoping the next 2 games go to AIMA, though, so the 2v2 matters. Hey, yes, I am. What's it called? I know we're friends this time. Come on. I had to friend you before. Clan War AIMA 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. I don't think that was there before, but that's fine. I'm in. Yo, yo! What up, dude? So far, though, seeing a lot of new players I haven't gotten to witness before, and they're doing very well. Never heard of Grumpy Guard. Never heard of Grumpy Guard, and he played pretty great. Alright, Tretch is here, I'm here. What up, dude? This is not the right map, bro. What's the map? The map is Gorgazon. Gorgazon. What's the score? 5-2. Wait, 5-2? Yeah, 5-2. Okay. 2. If AIMA wins next 3, they win it all. If CB gets a win, doom. Gotcha. Okay. So I got it back up to the lasers. Box scores. I don't have the DLC, so as Lizardmen I struggle versus the Banshees. Oh yeah, that would be tough. Salon Fire Mage, Sword of Flaming Ruin. That's a good call, Roscoe. I would deal with the Banshees okay. Croc Scores is such a fun, goofy unit to look at, and they apparently did pretty well for Grumpy Guard there. What's worse, a slower unit catching a much bigger unit for reasons, or a unit being pushed instead of attacked by birds because reasons? I guess I would say a unit being pushed instead of attacked by birds. That is annoying. GG, good game, Grump Guard. I like that. Go, Tretch, go. Everybody loves... Jeremy, don't you hate on Tretch here. We love Tretch. Greenskins, Dark Elves is Greenskins' favorite, isn't it? But how is Warriors of Chaos Wood Elves? I don't seem to remember that matchup. I think Greenskins, Dark Elves is Dark Elf favored. If you play it like a dickhead. If you just abuse Scourge Runners and Manticores and Marathi and, you know, all that stuff, I actually think this is very Dark Elf favored. But we'll see. That is a very unfun thing to do, but it does get you wins. Where's the Chaos Wood Elves? I personally feel like it's even-ish. Because the Words of Chaos Skirmish Cav could do pretty okay. But, I don't know. I tend to think most things are Wood Elves favored because I hate them. Elf stream. I don't know if it's an elf stream. I think there's just some elves in the stream. Ashar represent. Sebastian Chum, if you played in this, what's your in-game name? Am I allowed to know? Not Abby's favorite, Lord. Map is Gorgonzola. That's true. Okay. We're loading the game. Blocker can come down. And Tretch is going to have to win this. It's going to have to. Or all the games become for fun, Kappa. I mean, I'm sure the players will still try. You want more subs? You should think about the outro I told you about. Never! Never. I hate outros. I hate everything fun in this world. I'm a no fun, no nonsense person. No fun, no nonsense. I guess that just means nothing.
Hey.
Shut up. I'll watch that after this. Okay. But what if you don't want to abuse scourges? If you don't want to abuse scourges, then it's probably a little greenskin favored. Yeah. Probably. Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, Blackheart Corsairs, and the Sisters of Singing Doom is a decent infantry corps. We do have Marathi up in the sky with Soul Stealer and Wand of Crydon giving her Doom Bolts. We have 4 Dark Riders repeated crossbows, 2 Scourge Runner chariots, and some Dark Riders on the sides with shields and basic. On the other side, we have Goblin, Wolf, Rider, Archers. Looks like 5... No, okay, good. Those are Spider Riders. 2 Spider Riders, one of which is the ROR. 3 Wolf Riders, one of which is the ROR. And then in the back, we have Triple Stone Troll, Grom the Paunch for Tretch, Orc Biggins, Night Goblin, ROR, more Orc Biggins, 4 Goblins across the front line. And we do have a Goblin Night Shaman with just Vindictive Glare and then his little mushrooms that he can take and feel good about himself. On the other side, we have an Orc Shaman with Gaze of Mork and Brainburster. A lot of missile spells to cast at Manticores that don't exist. But they still do okay against Scourge Runners. They do okay against Marathi. I mean, meh. Though, does she have missile resist and magic resist? Ew, yeah, that's going to be troublesome. How much? 25 and 15? Maybe not worth it then. Maybe just use it on the Scourge Runners. Alright. It's a big old skirmish game. We love skirmish games. I kind of wish they had Spirit Leech for the skirmish stuff. Super quick question. If there's a rule break with 6-8 SEs, what happens? Put 1 in the corner and it can't be used. Is the usual ruling. There. Okay, I'll do that. Captain Tealus bothering me some more. Nice. Nice. Good job. I clicked on the wrong thing. Got scary. I'd rather abuse Witch Elves. Wait, you may not be talking about the same thing. Jeremy, we're not talking about the same thing. Not just random watcher. Oh, okay. You appeared. I thought maybe you were on the CB side. So, the Dark Elf skirmishing right away. Ooh, overextending a little bit into some Goblins. Looks like it's not going to hurt them too much because Goblins can't really punish that sort of thing too much, but something to be careful of. Scourge Runner is getting awful close to the front line, but there's not a lot of things that can stop them up here. There's no Orc Boar Boys or anything to run up and really block them down. So they could kind of cycle charge through infantry all day if they wanted to, as long as they didn't Stone Trolls get close. Greenskin Skirmish Cav is chasing off the Dark Riders now. They have 360, so they can shoot while running away, and the Dark Riders can't shoot while running away, so, you know, consider that, I guess. Peter Crossbows again, trying to move up a little bit. Intercepting some Goblins, but it looks like Tretch is just going to order him back, doesn't even want to do anything. Hello! Cressy. Cressy? I'm going for that. Crosy. Chromacia. Marathi gets a Gaze of Mork on her. It doesn't do that much damage, but ooh, the Vindictive Glare does okay. Alright, I'll cast more of those on her as more of them just keep hitting the ground behind her forever. That's fine. It's the first Soul Stealer of the night going in. It is going to hit 2 of the Skirmish Cav, but not the Orc Shaman. And he does get a Brain Burst off to do some pretty good damage, actually, to these Witch Elves. Sister Singing Doom did not enjoy getting Brain Bursted at all. Stone Trolls and Orc Biggins are going to fight them. I imagine there'll be a Rampage very shortly. There it is. But if a Wah comes off, maybe the Orc Biggins could actually beat back those Sisters of Singing Doom. Bleak Sword's got abysmally destroyed, crumped, glopped, smushed by the Greenskins. Not even close, baby. And a Doom Bolt's coming in. It's maybe going to hit 1 Stone Troll, but they do have Missile and Magic Resist, so it really doesn't do that much. These Orc Biggins are being left to their own devices. Nobody cares about them. Nobody gives a single shit about these Orc Biggins. They are just going to die. Die to the naked ladies with the swords and the rampage of poison. Orc Shaman getting attacked by Marathi at the moment, but this could be a big mistake. Never mind. Never mind. Ahashra's on top of it does pull away before the Stone Trolls can arrive. Dark Riders plowing into the Stone Trolls, though. This is going to be a big crumpin', a big shellacking, a schlapfest, if you will, but a nice Soul Stealers coming in from Marathi. He'll do decent damage here, but I mean, Stone Trolls have the magic resist we mentioned, so maybe they'll be okay. And they do kill an entire Dark Rider unit. Dark Rider's repeated crossbows are a little bit too close, currently getting meleeed a little bit by Stone Trolls, and this blob over here looks like it's about to be punished as those Stone Trolls come back for vengeance. Grom the Paunch is keeping these Stone Trolls in it just barely. They are barely hanging on, and Grom's going to ride away from Marathi. Apparently didn't want to take that fight near the Sisters of Doom that could rampage him. I don't hate that choice. Skirmish Cav on the far side is just trading back and forth. Looks like it's going very poorly for the Greenskins in the skirmish fight overall. But the front line, that's a different story entirely. Dark Riders are getting big murdered. Black Arc Corsairs aren't having a great time either. And Scourge Runners are just firing their little pew-pews as best they can to get in here. But look at that brain burster! Blows your mind. Haha, I am funny as fuck. People love me. So, Dark Riders teeing off into all these Stone Trolls. That is very bad for the Greenskins. They do need to unblob a little bit here. They're just taking a ton of fire. And also Marathi might have a third Soul Stealer well on the way. Don't really know. How else is this going? I mean, balance power is very in the favor of the Greenskins, but I get worried. These Dark Riders have plenty of ammo. If they can be secured, they'll be just fine to fire at Stone Trolls all day. I mean, yeah, Greenskins are okay. I saw something. Hey, it's a Soul Stealer. She's got to be running out of those, though. She doesn't have the Lure of Death passive or anything, so that's got to be the last of her Winds of Magic for a while. I imagine she's tapped out. Ooh, this is bold. This is very, very bold. If Grom and these Stone Trolls can get in here and really shut her down, that could be a big mistake from Marathi. Looks like Grom is not currently present, though, and he has to get in here. Stone Trolls are going to run after Marathi. Having a hard time hitting her. They're trying to just block her down on the ground at the moment, but it doesn't look like it's going that well for them. And Dark Elves are going to pull a little bit ahead on the balance of power. I very much agree. Dark Riders, Peter Crossbows are beating all the Greenskin Skirmish Cav on the far side. Peter Crossbows still firing in under Grom the Paunch. They have been largely uncontested this whole game. And Tretch is in some real trouble. Grom the Paunch is even going to rampage. His Orc Shaman might break. And a rear charge from these Forest Goblin Spider Riders can be quite good. It's going to rout off one, probably rout off the other Dark Rider as well. And I see some Shatters coming in. I see some breaks coming in. Stone Trolls charging in on the Scourge Runners, get some good hits. All right, Tretch is trying to fight his way back into this game. Grom is here. Grom is ready to fight. Grom never gives up. Apparently neither do the Sisters of Singing Doom. Jesus Christ, look at them go. And Marathi's thinking about diving in again. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. I honestly don't know. Grom and these Stone Trolls are trying to fight off the Scourge Runners, but now the Stone Trolls, it looks like they get poked by some spears, get spooked, and run away. And a nice catch here from the Greenskins. Going to rout off 2 Repeater Crossbow Cav, but there's 2 other Repeater Crossbow Cav perfectly fine with what's going on. They're just chilling. A lot of Greenskin routes. Grom's here fighting the Scourge Runners, trying to get rid of them so the Stone Trolls that are right here can rally. But it looks like there are Black Arc Corsairs nearby that might have issue with that. A lot of Cav is very low on both sides. Just everybody's low. Orc Shaman cast something into Marathi, or Goblin Shaman did? I don't really know who cast it, but didn't do that much damage because of all the, missile and magic resist that we keep mentioning. Stone Trolls are back. They need to come over here. More Stone Trolls are back. They need to come over here. Stick next to Grom. Stick next to Big Daddy Grom, you'll be okay. Sisters of Singing Doom are somehow still hanging on in this game. Just barely. Grom tries to catch Marathi, but it looks like it's not going to work for him, and now he needs to pull away. He's going to slam into the Sisters of Singing Doom for a little bit, just for fun. Just a little, hey, how you doing? Without the Repeater Crossbows nearby to help out, this blob could actually go very poorly for the Dark Elves unless Marathi has her 4th Soul Stealer of the game. But I think she might still be tapped on magic. I guess she's going to get it in about 5 seconds. I'm guessing in about 5 seconds she'll have another one. But will that be enough? As Scourge Runners are routing, Bleak Swords are routing, Sisters of Singing Doom are routing. This is a big rout coming in, and Marathi's taking a ton of damage from Grom the Paunch. And there's a huge pile of Stone Trolls coming in that we didn't even see off screen. And this could be the big deciding factor in this game, as there are the Repeater Crossbows now are going, shit, fuck, we should have been here, not over there, oh no. And they're now firing in under the Stone Trolls, but it might be too late. Marathi's at half health. Another Soul Stealer healer up just fine, but they lost a lot of things over here. And they're running out of ammo on these Repeater Crossbows too. One of them is still left. Grom and his homies are all going to plow into these Bleak Swords. Now, Marathi definitely has a Soul Stealer close, if not up already. They need to separate a little bit. Got to pull these Stone Trolls just a little bit apart. But Marathi, are you diving in right now? You are insane! Going for it, just trying to take out Grom the Paunch, but the Graydens' here has popped, and now she is completely surrounded by Stone Trolls, but she does have her next Soul Stealer up. Can it matter? Does it matter? I don't know. Her leadership's getting awfully low. She's getting slammed in the face. These Stone Trolls all have plenty of leadership due to Grom the Paunch, and they have their magic resist. They will be okay. Marathi is getting clubbed. 1 club, 2 club, 3 club more. I don't even know what's the score. She's going to most likely die if she lives through this. I'm going to be very upset. These repeater crossbows are running out of ammunition. They are now getting routed off by some skirmish cav. The Greenskins have rallied back into this game, and they will beat Marathi to death. There is nothing she could do about it. AIMA is still in this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. G fucking G. Everybody give it up. Give it up for AIMA in the chat. Keeping it alive. Very nicely played by Ashra Real. Skirmish Cav play was really good. I liked it a lot. One little mistake. I feel like they can, they can correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like they thought they had already won and they let the repeater crossbows dawdle a bit. Because if the repeater crossbows had been there for that last little blob where the sisters routed and the bleak swords routed and all that stuff routed, I think their supporting fire might have routed off a few things, but that was some Grom the Paunch play, ladies and gentlemen. That was some Grom the Paunch play. Gromby got 1,800. His Shaman friends didn't have a whole lot to do. They definitely brought, casts for Manticores that weren't there. Skirmish Cav did okay, not great. Stone Trolls did great. Marathi getting a fat 3,000 value. Black Ark Crusaders underperforming, Singing Doom doing really well. Most of the Cavalry doing just fine, and the Scourge Runners doing just fine as well. Well played from both players. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. GG, well played. That was nuts. That was nuts. Okay, who am I looking for now? I'm looking for Dead Morose and Dilatron. Dead Morose and Dilatron. I think Dilatron and I are friends. Clanmore, AIMA, that's the one I was just in. I'll see if Dilatron has a lobby up. Sad Goth Elf noises. Not sad Goth Elf noises. We wanted that win for AIMA so we can stay in this thing. We want everything to matter. I forgot the chicken wings? No, I didn't. I didn't forget shit. Alright. While we wait to see if Dilatron's getting a lobby up, I will take you to this screen, get that up, and we'll throw another red. We're throwing a red in here. AIMA's still in it. Now, if Dead Morose beats Dilatron, CB will win this whole thing. Or, if obviously CB wins the 2v2, they will win. So they still have 2 more chances to win this thing. They're in it. And Voins is a deadly, deadly combatant. And he's playing the Skaven, the best faction in the whole world. So I think already they're going to win that last game. Because they got the Skaven, so of course they're going to win. Right? But maybe Dead Morose can close it out on the Wood Elves versus Chaos. I wouldn't want to be Dilatron there. I hate fighting the Wood Elves, especially as a slower faction. The matchup itself is easy, and I just don't envy Dilatron having to fight it. I got invited by Dilatron. Looks like it's this one. 1, 2, 3. I can't accept the invites because it doesn't turn me into a spectator. It turns me into a player. So I just take the invites as a sign that the lobby's up. Hey, dude. So the score is 5-3. CB is still up. They are still up. Okay, that's where chat was. So people are talking about the score. It's 5-2. They have to sweep, but they're still in the game. Not just yet. All depends on this match. Rusty, but AIMA can't lose once. Yep. Which elves prefer another kind of bust? It's true. Tretch is playing. Can a Rampage unit route? I think so, yes. Though I know they can't disintegrate because it's a problem with bringing Rampage against vampire counts. I assume the big ones he's talking about are like the ones from Married with Children. Alright. That Orc Blob is just looking for some sealing of their souls. Yeah. Dr. Seuss lawyers are on the phone? Why? What'd they do? What did I do? I didn't do shit. Can't blame me. If CB gets to 6, are we still going to see the last match? Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, and Cuden immediately answered, yeah, we're going to play all the way through. It's just, it's like, it's much cooler if every match matters, you know? Like, you're still going to play it, you're still going to have a good time, but it's like, the last game is, fuck yeah, man, this is it! Or like, yeah, they're just finishing it out. So, can I add you to friends list? Sure, buddy. Dead Morose, I'm coming. I was making Dr. Seuss rhymes. I make my own rhymes. I don't have any liquid in that. I just sipped an empty cup. Sad now. Oh, while we wait for the friends shout out to come in from Dead Morose, we do have, what do we have going on this week? Tomorrow, nothing. Might stream something tomorrow, I don't know, depends on how the day looks. Saturday, I have the Anticity RLC's the cast of the big series tournaments everybody loves. And then Sunday, I'm playing with Anticity on his stream. We're playing a 1v1 campaign, Ikit Claw versus Araness Assault Spite on the big map, so we're right next to each other. We'll do that. That'll be fun. I'm hoping to just not make an ass of myself. I'm hoping it's at least close-ish. But I'm pretty sure he's going to win that. CB Dead Morose. There's Voins. Where's Dead Morose? Well, I should probably find the lobby if I'm in it, but still. So yeah, we have all that coming up. A lot of streams soon. Alright, easier. Dead Morose. Eshin looks like the map. Yes, it is. Alright, Wood Elves, Warriors of Chaos. Yeah, so in the next... Including today, in the next 4 days, we have at least 3 streams, maybe a 4th if I'm going to do Friday. So we're around. If you want some content, if you want some dumb bullshit, I got you. We love dumb bullshit. What's your strategy against Anticity? Since we're so close together, I don't have a lot of time to build up stuff. So probably going to spam Wolf Rats. I can get them pretty quickly. And I'm kind of hoping to take the Estalian Peninsula and then turn around and fight him, but I'm wondering if he's just going to dead blitz me. At least the guy in between us. The guy in between us is Talea, and they're at war with him, not me. So I have a buffer, because he can't just walk past them, or he'll get flanked, I think. That'll buy me some time. But I definitely don't want to fight him early. I don't want to fight him early. Because I start with Ikit Claw, I don't have a Plague Caster, so I have kind of shit spells in the early game. Shit units. And I really want my Jezzails. So I'm going to rush. The tier 3 building on Skaven Blight can get you Jezzails. So I'll need that and Wolf Rats, and then I think I'll be okay. But if he just immediately gets in the ocean and walks straight at me, I think I might have trouble. Okay, we're in the game. Blocker, go away. Shoo, nobody wants you here. Alright. The AIMA rally continues. Dialatron doing his... Whoa, this is a Wood Elf build. Okay, this is a Wood Elf build. We have 4 Glade Riders. It looks like 3 Hagbane Tips, 1 without. We have the Wild Hunters of Kurnos, Wild Riders of Shield, Lost Sylvan Knights, another Glade Rider with more Hagbane Tips. 1 sec. Can you do that? Hagbane Tips, Glade Riders. So there's 5 Glade Riders, which any cavalry unit you can only have 4 of, but I don't know if Hagbane Tips count as like a different unit type. I just have to check real quick. It's not something I run into very frequently. Wood Elves. They're different. They're different. They're different. That's fine. Never mind. I'm good. Okay, so that's totally fine. So 5 Hagbane Tips, Sisters of Twilight on their dragon, and a Spellsinger of Life currently hiding in the woods with... Ooh, they have the Winds of Magic regen thing while you're sitting in the woods, and they have Awakening in the Wood and Regrowth. I really don't believe in Awakening in the Wood. Every time it's on stream, I think it's underwhelming, but to each their own. For Dialatron... Marauder Horsemen, Marauder Horsemasters, Horsemasters, Horsemen, Horsemen, Horse Masters. Yeah, so 3 and 3, Horsemen and Horse Masters. We have Chaos Marauders across the front line. Looks like some Mirror Guards standing around. Chaos Warriors mixed in as well. We do have the Summoners of Rage, and then Sartorial with Final Trans and Plague of Rust. I like this. I'm very nervous for the Wood Elf build. If microed perfectly, I think it could be quite good, but I worry that if there's even one little mistake, everything will die. I also worry about its infantry killing potential. Yeah, it's going to rely on a lot of cycle charging and breath attacks, but I don't know. My early thoughts is that this specific build setup is a little chaos favored. Would be. Just build up some food, abandon Skaven Blight, and colonize it as a tier 5. Basically, campaign 1 is Skaven. Yeah, but then I'd have to rebuild all the buildings. Dweller's Blow would be way stronger versus infantry, but Awakening is for the cav fight. I see. Hey, real human being, you made it for once. Awakening is a decent spell in the right matchup. No, it's not. No, it's not, Loopy. Don't lie. Keep your lying out of here. So, the Skirmish Cav for the Wood Elves is running up. It looks like Dialatron's just going to try to force the Wood Elves to shoot his shielded infantry rather than his Skirmish Cav. Seems to be his plan. And the Summoners of Rage taking the first shots from the Sisters, along with another volley from the Glade Riders, though it looks like they dodge it pretty okay. So the Chaos game is going to be mostly surviving the Wood Elf barrage and then forcing them to fight him in the late game, which is normally a tough strategy to pull off against the Wood Elves, but maybe he can do it this time. The Dragon's pretty spooky. It's just shooting Sartorial in the face. Sartorial's not loving that at the moment. Big Cav blob running around on the sides for the Wood Elves. I wonder if Sartorial can get a nice final trans, cast it onto the Lost Sylvan Knights. That will do a lot of damage to them. And it doesn't look like he's going to be around this entire game, so Sisters are probably just going to use all their ammunition on him, it would appear. So it wouldn't hate him getting his magic out early. Tretch is here. Go Dialatron. Final trans, if Wood Elf missed micros, will hurt very bad. I agree, Frizzfroz. I agree. Loopy, don't you know you me. I'll know you. No, you. Sartorial's getting shot in the butt. Thankfully, the Sisters only have 12 ammunition left. Fucking Kappa. So, you know, they're going to run out in 12 more shots. And by that I mean 48. Because that's how Sisters work. They get 4 shots per ammo because reasons. I don't know. I hate them. Wild Hunters of Kurnos getting in here, wrecking a Chaos Marauder unit, doing some decent damage to Chaos Warriors along with the Lost Sylvan Knights, but they take some decent damage on the way out. Glade Riders are trading very well against Marauder Horsemen and Horse Masters. And Dialatron's doing his best against all this silliness. Chaos Marauders almost catching up to the Skirmish Cav over here. It looks like it is getting attack orders to leave, or maybe it's just on skirmish mode, don't really know. Some of the Skirmish Cav over here doing good damage to the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. Sisters are at about half ammo-ish, and they've done okay damage to Sartorial, but he does have some missile resist. It's not the worst thing in the world for him. Plague of Rust cast. It was Overcast too? Ooh, and he takes Overcast damage, and then he gets shot in the butt, and now he's getting isolated by Wild Riders. This could be a big problem for Dialatron. That could be a bad series of play. He is running a little bit too far. Wild Hunters are going to catch him. Not Wild Hunters. Wild Riders are going to catch him. And this Skirmish Cav needs to come back. It needs to bail him out of this bad situation as he's taking a lot of damage. Oh, no. But Summoner's Rage are there to bail him out. Skirmish Cav are really trying to punish that Plague of Rust, but I just think it was overambitious. Sisters also have a bound heal that they didn't take. Okay, well then maybe that poke damage will matter a little bit more, but there's still Life Mage. I don't know. I think it's much more important to attack things without models than attack the single entities. Because these aren't undead, right? If they get healed and they're missing a model, that model's never coming back. Dialatron's infantry is still screening out a lot of Skirmish Cav. So that's doing okay. Sartorial's sticking with the Summoners of Rage. Things are going okay. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous, you guys. I should do a quick battle tourney where the players have to get the longest win streak possible in quick battle. Probably have to go through the games at 4x speed to get through them. That's true, but I also can't tell if they don't send me the replays of the ones they lost. I can't enforce that. Damn, only 12 ammo left already, so just need some ammo. Yeah, because they only have 9 left, quote-unquote, but they can fire 4 shots before it goes down once. Spreading out like this won't go well for Chaos. I would agree they should probably clump up a little bit more. Wild Hunters are picking off some Chaos Marauders in the distance. Really being you just trust them. You trust people on the internet? I don't trust people I know in real life. Chaos Warriors getting charged by the Wild Riders. If they get an attack order onto those Wild Riders, they could maybe do some damage back, but it looks like they're just going to all get knocked over. And that's not good. There is a bunch of Skirmish Cav nearby that could punish it, and the Summoners of Rage as well need to get attack orders to go in there. This Skirmish Cav taking brutal fire from the Glade Riders, and when people tell me this matchup is Chaos favored, I look at a build like this, and I go, really? Is it? Because this shit just seems obnoxious. What can you do? What can you do against such reckless Wood Elf? Run them out of ammo and sit. Perhaps it would have been better to just box everything with the skirmish inside and then Death Ball? Probably. Dialtron's keeping things a little tighter now. Seems to have realized that there may be some issues afoot. Sartorial's still taking damage from those sisters. They're down to 8 ammunition. Maybe they'll run out someday. Chaos Marauders here. Moving fast. Hey, they fired 2 more shots. And they're still at 8 ammunition. Don't trust it, kids. Don't trust it. Just trust the percentage on the bar. Don't trust anything else. Everything lies to you. Skirmish Cav still firing from the Wood Elves. Yada yada. Skirmish Cav for the Chaos is getting shot at. Yada yada. Summoners of Rage still very healthy. That might be a problem in the late game for the Wood Elves. Maybe. Where are the Lost Sylvan Knights? Where are you going? Blade Riders probably have an old runaway order that they're still following. Lost Sylvan Knights and the Wild Hunters of Kurnos right next to each other. I would personally just Final Trans, lock it onto the Lost Sylvan Knights so it follows them around, because Sartorial's not going to be in this game for terribly much longer, it appears. Sister's still firing at him. He's doing decent damage. These fucking Glade Riders. What are you doing? They must be on skirmish mode, and there's some bug with their skirmish mode, and now they're running off. Yay! The thing! It's the thing! Oh wait, is it locked onto the Wild Hunters? It's locked onto the Wild Hunters, not the Lost Sylvan Knights. Oh no! I mean, it's okay. It's fine. It's gonna do pretty good damage to them and some of these Glade Riders, but it's tough that it didn't lock onto the target he wanted. Still fine. Does decent damage. So Thor's still out here. He's still alive. Sisters are using a lot of ammo. Not a whole lot to say about that, though, at the moment. They'll run out of damage before they kill everything for sure. Ride out and meet them. First Browse, love that. Summoners will absolutely shred Lost Sylvans, so Final Trans is probably overkill. Maybe. But I just worry about the Summoner's Rage surviving that long. Ooh, this could be bad. Summoner's Rage on the other side of the formation. Lost Sylvan Knights are free to charge in here on these Chaos Warriors. And they're in the woods, but Wood Elves usually get kind of a buff in that situation. Now some Skirmish Cav are here to maybe pick them off a little bit. And just because they're Ghost units doesn't mean they're invincible. They're taking decent damage. Sisters are down to 4 ammunition. And Glade Riders are also running a little... Okay, some of the Glade Riders are totally fine on ammunition. And there comes the regrowth. Because nothing you do matters, Chaos. Nothing! Yes, don't trust no-furs. They are sneaky, unlike honorable Scavinos. True. Blah, blah, blah. Itchy nose. Who's messaging me on Discord yet again? It's in BBB. What does BBB want? Okay, cool. It's not pertaining to this. Chaos is still out here fighting. Mirror Guard are going to get rear charged by the Lost Sylvan Knights. And they're going to take a lot of damage. Chaos is falling behind in the balance of power. I tend to agree. Zarthoriel's getting picked off. 2 ammo on the Sisters, so that's anywhere between 5 and 8 actual shots. Mirror Guard get completely obliterated by the Lost Sylvan Knights. It's looking bad. It's looking real bad for Chaos, you guys. Look at these Glade Riders. They have over half ammo. This one has just under half ammo. These 2 are almost out. That's true, but... Look at Zarth trying to dodge the homing missiles of the Sisters. Look at them. Curving bullets. Skirmish Cav pull up, actually getting some decent poke onto the Sisters. Maybe Dead Morose got a little complacent with his positioning there. And the Lost Sylvan Knights get a little caught out. Okay. Alright, maybe Dead Morose. Maybe there can be a way back in here, but ooh, looking bad. Chaos Warriors getting charged in the back by Wild Riders. Sarthoriel's very, very low. Summoner's Rage are still quite healthy. And the Skirmish Cav is all turning to try and fire on these Wild Hunters. They're doing good damage. They're kind of getting in their own way a little bit. And oh, this breath attack is going to be real bad. Ooh, do they spread out? Not really. They take a lot of damage from that. Mostly the one that was behind that unit card. But I still think the Skirmish Cav getting good damage on the Wild Hunters is pretty good. Sartorial's taking more damage, and the Sisters are out of ammo. It's official. The Sisters are out of ammunition. We did it. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We got them. Wild Hunter's getting fully caught out here. Okay, are you fucking serious? You have a dumb missile spell? Does it at least have a limited number of casts? Okay, it has a limited number of casts. It has 2. So they probably have 1 more left. Summoners of Rage getting nice close to Sartorial to dissuade. Dive in from there. Wild Hunters of Kurnos getting chased off the map. The other Wild Riders is very low. Glade Riders are doing fine. They have plenty of ammo. Yada yada. You've heard this before. Another frickin' regrowth under the frickin' Lost Sylvan Knights. But Sartorial's alive, baby. Let's go. Man, the Wood Elves are an amazing faction. Make for exciting gameplay. Why do you think I hate them so much? They're the most boring pieces of shit in the world. I hate Wood Elves. Fuck them. God damn it, Jeremy. Alright, Chaos is still in here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that Elite Wood Elf Infantry sucks. Yeah, Elite Wood Elf Infantry sucks, but that's not what their faction's about. They're not supposed to really have Elite Infantry. They're supposed to do this. And that's why I hate them so much, is this is exactly what they're supposed to do. They have great Skirmish Cav, they have great Skirmish Lords, they have good Light Cavalry and Heavy Cavalry for some reason. And then they have really good Chaff Infantry, which they didn't bring here, but Dryads are really good, Eternal Guard are really good. All their Elite Infantry sucks, but everything else on the roster is so fucking good. Now, the other side of the coin is that Dialatron has a lot of ammo, so this, honestly, it's going to be kind of funny, but it might turn into Chaos kiting the Wood Elves, which would be kind of funny. These Chaos Warriors are kind of sacrificed to the Dark Gods as Lost Sylvan Knights charging on them. I still wouldn't hate, like, a Final Trans on them that follows them around, because they're nearing their heal cap, and if the Lost Sylvan Knights get knocked out, the Wood Elves lose a lot of their carry potential. This Dragon still has, I think, 2 breath attacks left in the tank, so you can't really group up that hard. And yeah, we're doing fine. Sisters with more powder from a gunnery white would be obnoxious. True. Imagine if Sisters have restock. Yeah, Captain Telos, I agree. As for Sartorial moving in the trees, I tried that once, and Sisters shoot through trees at a certain distance. So if they're far enough away, trees can block stuff, but otherwise arrows go straight through trees, and you can't even block Sisters by getting behind a physical object, because reasons. Chaos Warriors extending a little far out to deal with these Glade Riders. I get nervous about that. Especially, this Chaos formation is way too loose. I'm so concerned. Because look at all the stuff getting picked off, and the Summoners of Rage can't be everywhere at once, which is why this should be a lot tighter, in my opinion. Now, the problem with that for Dialatron, to defend him a little bit, why it's not so tight is because Sartorial's so low, he can't afford to make it so tight that he can't zone out the Glade Riders. He needs to keep those arrows off of Sartorial, and I get that, but I still think it's a little too wide. Like, he's doing his best in a tough situation, but I would like to see it tighten up a little bit. A little bit. What about Orion being slow? Just because one Lord that's actually interactive and cool sucks doesn't make me like the faction anymore. I would like if Orion was better because he's actually interactive. Fuck Sisters. Same as Chaos, great Chaff, great Skirmish Cav, and Light Cav, except for Wood Elf Chaff is 550. Yeah, but the Chaos Lord choices aren't as obnoxious as Wood Elves. And they don't have Way Watchers, which are, like, way better. Human Boy is blinded by salt. I just don't think Wood Elves are very fun. I don't think Chaos is very fun either. Ask Cyrus. Cyrus is always trying to get me to play Chaos, and I won't because they fucking suck. And not suck as in their bad faction, they're just boring. Oh my god, these Glade Riders have full ammo. Hazel, what are we gonna do? The Glade Riders have full ammo, Hazel. Full ammo, puppy. Puppy! Why do I have to watch this? This is upsetting. Wild Hunters of Kurnos chased something off over there. I don't even remember what it was. These Wild Riders look like they're going to run off the map unless they'll rally at the last second because the world loves Wood Elves too much. Nope, thank God they're off the map. Alright, Balance Power is against Chaos, but, you know, Balance Power can be full of shit sometimes. This Lifecaster might get caught out, but there's Glade Riders here. Chaos Marauders about to get rear charged. They're definitely going to break in like a moment. These guys have about half health. That's going to be too much to deal with, and it's going to be down to the Summoners of Rage kicking the shit out of the Sisters of Twilight. Whose Sisters land? Maybe this could be something. Get over here. Get over here. The Mirror Guard need help. The Mirror Guard call for aid. But it looks like the Lost Sylvan Knights are charging at the same time. The Summoners of Rage get an order to go over there. Where's your other Final Trans, dude? It's got to be cast on the Sylvan Knights. Like, I don't see any other target for it, really. I mean, the Sisters, it would have to be overcast, and that would risk Sartorial's life. Human Boy won't play Chaos or Wood Elves because he's an undead main. Hubby, where's my commentary? You needed to hype it, man. This game is so interesting. I'm doing my best. Alright, so Thoriel's running up, doing that, doing fine. Blah, blah, blah. Wild Hunters of Kronos are definitely going to rout. They might even just die. Yeah, they shattered. Summoners of Rage are here. They're healthy. The bounce power isn't looking that healthy. So Thoriel's juking. He's juking as best he can. We have a Final Trance. Is it overcast? It is not overcast, and it's going to be onto the Sisters, and they're actually taking a lot of damage from that. I guess they're squishier on their dragon than I would have thought. And okay, alright, that's doing okay. This is huge. Summoners of Rage. Can you catch the Lost Sylvan Knights? No, they're going to pull away. Those cowards. Cowards. You do not fight chaos. You are wimpy, tiny elves. Alright. So, Spellsinger of Life's getting a little caught out here by these Marauder Horse Masters. That could be quite good. Glade Riders are trying to fight the Summoners of Rage. Nothing can fight the Summoners of Rage, but I think army losses is probably going to happen, as there's a big overcasted regrowth going on that dragon, dipping the balance of power lower and lower. If the Wood Elves had to fight it to the very end, they would probably lose, honestly, but army losses doesn't work that way. So Thoriel's getting very low. He's down to 96 health. I'm betting the Wood Elves are just going to throw a Dragon Breath attack on him, just trying to finish him off. Even though it won't do that much damage, just finishing him off will rout off so many things. Hazel yawned behind me. Good for you, Hazel. Marauder Horsemaster's fighting, and these Glade Riders are going to go down. What is that being cast right now? Oh, Chain Lightning from the Summoners of Rage is actually pretty decently targeted. Does a lot of damage to those Glade Riders. The biggest thing for Dilatron right now is just keeping the balance of power out of army losses. That's all he cares about. That Chain Lightning somehow didn't rout off that other Glade Rider. These last Marauder Horse Masters are shooting up at the Sisters. Sisters' heal cap is in sight. Dilatron's only cast one Overcast of Final Trans, and Undercast of Final Trans, and Overcast of Plague of Rust. He probably has enough Winds of Magic for another Final Trans in this game. Now I don't know if he'll get it. And oh, Marauder Horsemen trying to catch the Glade Riders with Hegbang Tips in melee combat, maybe. Summoners of Rage hanging next to frickin' Sartorial. This game's gone on for almost 20 minutes. Alright. Glade Riders commit to a melee fight. That might be a mistake, as these Marauder Horsemen are bad combatants, but they are backed up by some sparse Mirror Guard in here. And every one of these Glade Riders that dies is a lot of ammunition they're taking with them to the grave. The Sisters are here. They're thinking about diving in. They might even dive in onto just Sartorial and take him out, maybe, possibly. But, okay, balance of power is back away from the army losses standpoint. Something's going to have to actually kill these Summoners of Rage for the game to end. The Sisters dive in, and they miss. Sartorial kind of... Wait, no, they didn't dive in. That was just a weird perspective for me to be sitting at. Okay, cool. I was like, are they flying on the ground? I don't really know what's happened. Marauder Horsemen still fighting Glade Riders. These ones with the Hagman Tips taking a little bit of damage, but those Marauder Horsemen are going to rout off. Horse Masters are coming back. Where are the other Horse Masters? Is there anything? What's this unit? Okay. It's not another full ammunition Glade Rider. So Thoriel's taking little pickety pokes. 14 health left on him. The Summoner Rangers are going to destroy the Spellsinger of Life. She's got to get out of here. Yeah, she immediately realizes that was a mistake and is going to pull away. Okay, Sartorial with 14 health. A whole bunch of blinking Chaos health and leadership bars. Sartorial with 9 health. Still in it. These guys have 5 whole... Oh god, the Hagman Tips do magic damage and poison. I didn't even know they did magic damage, but that makes it worse against Sartorial for them, so... Too bad. 4 health! He's still in it. Can he dodge every single arrow? So far, that's a yes. Sartorial, you crazy bastard. He's hanging in there. He's alive. No, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's 100% dead. There's Glade Riders with Hagman Tips coming. Charge him! Charge him! You gotta rout him off, buddy! Charge him! Charge him! Yes! The Tarot Keys are alive! 4 HP! Let's fucking go! If you have a Final Trance, cast it right now. I don't care if it's overcasted. Cast it with the Lost Sylvan Knights. You're gonna die. Cast it, cast it, cast it, cast it, cast it. There's no way you don't have one. You've used so little Winds of Magic this game. Please, for the love of God, cast it. You're gonna die. No! No! Oh, he's dodging. Oh, he's juking. And he's finally dead. And with him dead, the Mirror Guard are almost certainly gonna rout. So are these Horse Masters. And that is probably GG. The Summoners of Rage are kind of stuck. These guys have the last of their ammunition. Sisters feint an attack there, but the Lost Sylvan Knights are going to get crumped. And honestly, if they get crumped, that might take the balance power back into good enough state that Summoner's Rage won't army loss. But instead, these Glade Riders are going to take the hit. And we do have a Breath Attack. Is it going to friendly fire the Life Mage? Not really. Summoner's Rage actually take most of it. And they turn, and they're going to fight the Lost Sylvan Knights. Ba-boom! There's a lot of big crumping going on. Lost Sylvan Knights are getting slaughtered, but that still leaves the leadership of the Summoner's Rage low, and they do get taken out. And that is that. Did you have fun? Everybody out there have a good time watching that? All right. With CB, Dead Morose taking the win, and that was a very skillful win. Just because I don't like the style of play does not mean that he played poorly and does not mean that I begrudge him his victory. He played very well. He made very, very few mistakes with quite a fragile army. I will give him the kudos he's due. Doesn't mean I have to like it. 3,200 value on the Sisters. Everything else did okay. Lost Sylvan Knights got about 2,000. 1,200 on one of the Glade Riders. Too many Glade things. For Dilatron, Bird got 1,400 value through his final transes. Horsemen, one of them got 1,000 value, which is pretty nuts. Horse Masters did fine too, and the Summoner's Rage did quite well. It's just everything on the Wood Elf roster was getting freaking heel capped and using all of its missiles, so of course his values are going to look good and he'll still lose the game. It was well played. It was GG. For Skirmish Cav, no, when there are different variants. I checked that. Glade, Hagbane tips are different. I wish they weren't, but they are. Kind of like archers on foot, like Bretonnian peasants, are different. So that does mean that by score, CB has won the clan war. Good for them. Big round of applause for CB in the chat. They have played very well today. Good job, good job. Stream is not over. We have one more game, the 2v2. Can AIMA make it at least a fucking banger of a clan war and bring it to 6-5? Or will CB pull further into the lead? But no matter what happens, they have technically won. Though I think with Bretonnia Dark Elves versus Skaven Beastmen, maybe AIMA can drag it back. I think that probably favors Skaven Beastmen because Beastmen loves fighting Bretonnia and so do Skaven. So the Dark Elves are going to have to carry a lot of weight in this matchup. Yes, yes. Since when did Wood Elf have 2 Skirmish Cav variants? Oh. They are variants, not alternates? Well, I don't know, man. The language on it's weird. Let's just take you to the sheet. Fruit rules, scroll all the way down. Wood Elves. I don't think they're a variant, dude. They're not. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Don't stop screaming. Stop screaming. See, look. The Glade Guard have variant above them. These guys don't. It looks like you can just take 4 of each of them, but they're limited by the 360 limit, which limits them to 6, but you could take 2 of these guys and 4 of these guys. If they were a variant, I guess it wouldn't matter because a variant is like max 8. Yeah, variant's max 8, so you still just take 4 and 4. Again, they're limited by 360, but they're not listed as a variant. I'm not on drugs. I looked. There they are. All right. Silly people with your silly things. Bret is a Beastman counter, I thought? Not anymore a strat game, I don't think. The Beastman Chariots are really good. Razor Gore Herds are really good. Traderkin, Rex, stuff. Yeah. Daltron gave it hell. It was just tough. Clapty claps. Knighthood coming in here to clap for the elves. GGCB. Oh, yeah, it's not over yet. We're still playing the last one out. Shields are the same unit, weapon variants. Scream, rematch, more yelling, look at the bottom, war dancers. That's true. War dancers are for some reason a variant that no one cares about. Even among Wood Elf roster, war dancers are like third class. Yeah, I'm not doing the rematch. It wasn't a rule break. He was totally fine. Hagman tips for Glade Guard are variants, but not for the Glade Riders. I don't know why not the Glade Riders, but I don't think it matters because, as we pointed out, you could take... It's like, a variant is max 8, but you can't even take 4 and 4 of the Glade Riders because 360 cap. So I think it's just not in there to avoid confusion. But now it's confusing us, so I don't know. The rules people do their best, man. They don't get paid to do this. They're doing great. Green Knight plus Yeoman Archers. Green Knight's a pussy. Deathcaster destroys Green Knight, and Archers can't kill best scores that well. Yeah, I do think it's Beastmen favored. Beastmen Bret. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about how the screen blocker is going away. How we're doing this. You don't even go Traderkin anymore? For shame, dude. Traderkin's so good. Alright, who's who? This is CB. So the Dark Elves and Bretonia are AIMA. We do have 4 trebuchets. They're trying to hide behind this hill right now. I don't know how their arcs of fire are, so hopefully they can make it up and over that. Otherwise, that is not going to work at all. We have Royal Hippogriff Knights, Knights of the Realm, Knights of the Realm, a bunch of Spearmen at Arms, and then Peasants. We have a Flying Paladin and a Alberic de Bordello. Hey, Alberic, let's go! I hovered over what looked like Alberic, and then it just said Feral Manticore. I'm like, that is the prettiest Feral Manticore I've ever seen. We have a Damsel of Life with Regrowth and Earthblood. Double Manticore, as I mentioned. I'm guessing Marathi. Marathi is, in fact, up there. We have 3 Repeater Crossbows, 2 Scourge Runner Chariots, 2 Dark Riders with Shields, Double Shades, and 4 Blink Swords. For the side of CB, the Skaven, and the Beastmen, we get a Skaven Rush build, kind of. Yeah, kind of. We have Traderkin and Viletide. Viletide? Yeah, it's Viletide. Viletide caster over there. We do have a Gorgon, Torx the Brass Bull. Oh god, this is a blob. Minotaur's Great Weapons, fucking Chieftain on a Bonebreaker, Deathmaster Snitch, Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep, all in this tiny thing. And A's doing my thing! The Eshin Sorcerer. He's gonna overcast Skitter Leap on this whole thing, give him a bunch of speed, but also make him invisible. That's funny. On the far side, we have Eshin Triads, Wolf Rats, Plague Monks, Rat Ogres, Gore Herds, Ungor Herds, all mixed through. More Plague Monks, more Eshin Triads, more Dogs. A couple Throwing Axes on the far side, and 1 Natty Booble Charge Shooter. So it's a big old rush. Lore of Wild's just considered really bad. People try to use Cygor summons. Some people just bring it for some reason. Yeah. Sarth? What? I don't know what you people are talking about. I lost the thread. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to focus on this game. Beastmen not vanguarding, because they don't want to leave their Skaven friends behind, and Skaven melee units don't have Vanguard. Oh boy. I suppose the Eshin Triads and Wolf Rats do. And the Death Runners. Wait, why aren't you vanguarding? These are Death Runners, not Plague Monks. Get out there. Show them who's boss. Kick their ass. Maybe they're just worried about, like, mass Bretonnian Knights. I am really worried that these trebuchets won't be able to see shit. Why not 8 dogs to eat arrows? Chaos Knights just lose to everything Kite has. What up, Dialatron? You played a hell of a game. You played a hell of a game. That was exactly why I hate playing Chaos into Wood Elves. It's not your fault. You did your best. Dogs need to support to beat some Skirmish Cav. It's true. Chaos Warriors just like Forsaken. You guys are discussing the matchup. I don't remember what the 2 factions are. I'm just guessing it's Chaos and something. Stop it. Stop talking about the video game in the stream for that video game. Alright, only talk about me. Just me. Beastmen plus Wolf Rats. Look at that balance of power. Yeah, you know, Bowmore, you got a point. They're just trying to army loss you straight out the gate. Those Trebs are fine? I don't know if they're fine, dude. I don't know. I'm scared. Look at them. They can't see shit. These peasants don't know what's going on. Their lords and masters are like, fire over that hill. And they're like, what, sir? What's going on, sir? Rah, I don't know what's happening. Rah, rah. Look at your pathetic spears. These spearmen at arms have like literal like rakes. They're not even peasant mobs. Just half of them don't have real spears. They have like tridents missing the center bit. It's pathetic. You're pathetic. I want to look at Dark Elves instead. They're just wondering how they got themselves into this mess. Fighting Skaven Beastmen alongside some sweaty peasants. Alright, what's going on? The CB squad's ready. The AIMA lads are scheming, plotting. Have a shitload of flyers. That is actually one thing to be concerned about. The Skaven and the Beastmen don't have a lot to do with flyers here. You have natty boobos and you have 2 throwing axes. That's it. So the flyers can pick whatever fight they want. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Dude, I've been struggling with greenskins into chaos. Greenskins into wood elves is fine, I suppose, if that's what you meant. They have a spotter on the other side. I just meant like, you know, like I was worried that they're gonna be obstructed. But it looks like they're getting some shots off. Big overcast from the Eshin Sorcerer is making this whole blob invisible as it sprints forward. He did take a little bit of overcast damage, and the trebuchets are getting some hits in. Alright, go trebuchets, go. They do not need direct line of sight benefits from the arc. True. Yeah, that's what I was worried about too, though. Like, Yowzer and I are worried about the same thing, is once they get on this hill, I just worry that Trebs won't be able to see shit. Trebs are firing gore herds now. It's a pretty good target. I forgot that they're not stocked at a distance like Ungors are. Dark Elves and Bretonia just falling back on this flank. Don't even want to deal with it. Are these guys in woods right now? Yeah, they're technically in woods and they're hidden, but not the Gorgon or Torox. So, pretty easy to see what's going on there. Natty Booba sharpshooters firing up from the far side. And I feel like these Centaurs are about to get introduced to Shades in the most violent way possible. Shades, turn. Shades, turn. Shades, turn. Fuck them up. Fuck them up. Yeah, Shades, you're way too close now. Where are you gonna go? Shade City, baby! Look at those arrows. Look at them all go. God, I love Shades. Too bad they usually don't work, but look at them firing into these gosh darn Centaurs. That's just brilliant. You'll love to see it. Alright. Aside from me fawning over Shades until the actual battle begins, it looks like peasants are now fighting Ungors. Not going great for them. Not one bit. But what is going to stop this single entity in Rat Ogre's Goon Squad? Bretonia already has issues taking down big monsters. I guess we do have triple repeater crossbows from the Dark Elves that can help out. And some Shades! God, we love Shades. Even though I don't usually take Shades, because they suck. They don't suck, they're just weird. Gorgon's overextending. He got abandoned by all his homies. I wouldn't hate for at least Alberic and his paladin to go take this fight right now. What is that cast? Is it a Soul Stealer? I don't even know. What's going on? Ooh, it's an Overcaster Traderkin. Oh, that is going to destroy these Knights of the Realm. The peasants aren't really loving it either. Look at the Knights of the Realm get murdered. Marathi Double Manticore jumping down, and the Gorgon's getting bursted. He's already down to half health. That boy needs some milk. He's down to 1/3 health. He is going down. Down to the bottom of the sea. Rally is already popped. Deathmaster Snitch pops into the middle. He's going to start doing his World Whipping Blades, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is also big murdered by all of this horrific, awful nonsense. Royal Hippogriff Knights also need to dive down and get involved in the back line there. Repeater crossbows on the far side, along with the Scourge Runners, are killing a bunch of Centaurs and dogs. Things are going decently well for Bretonia and the Dark Elves, but this central fight, Alberic's getting a little beat up, so are the Paladins. The Royal Hippogriff Knights really need to get involved, and it looks like they are just now. The Minotaurs also got crumped by Marathi Double Manticore and all these skirmish cabins. Something's getting cast here. It looks like a Soul Stealer most likely, because I don't think Traderkin's off cooldown yet again. Yes, it is a Soul Stealer. It's going to hit the Chieftain, Deathmaster Snitch, and Torox, and the Bracium Wows. It's just everything. It's just hitting everything. He's doing great, but you know who's not doing great? Alberic. Alberic's getting murdered. Deathmaster Snitch and the Chieftain teaming up on him. He thinks about running away, but then instead he runs back closer to Snitch to take another hit in the back just because he hates being alive, I guess. There's something big getting cast here. I think it is the Black Whirlwind. It is the Black Whirlwind. No way, it's the damaged one. Is it? Is it the damaged one? What the hell is that? I think it is the one that pushes people away. I don't know. I just work here, dude. I'm doing my best. We've never seen these things before in our life. Double Manticore's moving over to Snitch. He hates fighting them, but the Chieftain's nearby. He'll do okay. Scourge Runners and Repeater Crossbows are zoning out Wolf Rats, and that's going well for them, but they do need to come over here and help out with this big single entity fight instead of doing whatever they're doing on the flanks. Bretonia and the Dark Elves are ahead on the balance of power. I also agree. This big central gambit by the Skaven and Beastmen did not work out very well for them at all. Now, Torox is getting beat up by Marathi and a Paladin. That's going quite well for them. Death Runners are nearby to lower the armor, and Alberic's charging back in. I think he's popped Rally and Foe Seeker, and Torox is actually going to break. And if he breaks, he might just die. Deathmaster Snitch got away from this Manticore. It looks like the Natty Boobo sharpshooters are firing in on the other Manticore, but the Scourge Runner Chariots are running wild in the back line. The Repeater Crossbows are all still very, very healthy. Alberic and Marathi are here. Deathmaster Sigil goes down to lock them in place, but I don't really think they were trying to go anywhere anyway. Is that another Soul Stealer? Is that a Traderkin? I think it's a Soul Stealer. Nope, it's a Traderkin. Yep, Traderkin. Not going to do that much damage to these nearby units, but Knights of the Realm plowing in. They are going to wreck the Pit Fighters of Hell's Deep if they can get onto them, which they will. Another regrowth coming in onto Alberic. Is it? Yes, possibly, maybe, possibly. Yes, he's going to get heal capped. We all love Alberic getting heal capped. Marathi's back in the sky. The Paladin's stuck a little bit down there, but the Chieftain is turning into a bit of a coward, and he's going to run away soon, leaving Deathmaster Snitch to fight mostly by himself. Skirmish Cav for the Dark Elves is doing very well, and I think AIMA is going to take this fight. Feral Manticores fighting the Nabucco Sharpshooters up on the high ground. They are not going to survive that and have a very bad time. Deathmaster Snitch is still fighting the Paladin. Chieftain actually somehow hung on, which is a little surprising. Marathi is considering diving onto the Mage and taking him out, though she really sucks at killing foot characters because reasons. Alberic charges in next to the Paladin. Looks like he kind of runs into his own dude, and he's maybe trying to fight the Chieftain, but the Royal Hippogriff Knights coming in as well. They also cause terror, and with that, I'm kind of surprised this Chieftain's still around. Thought he would have gotten terror outed by now. Deathmaster Snitch is somewhere in this pile of people. He's not having a great time. He is going to go fight Marathi, and an Earthblood comes in to help everybody out. Chieftain's still in here, still fighting somehow, some way. And I am very hungry. I am ready for lunch after this. Beastmen, mass exodus, Skaven as well. I think army losses will honestly come in quite soon for them. I just saw that Ashencaster cast Ninja Stars into a Trebuchet accidentally because he was trying to aim over here, and that was in his way. That was very funny. Marathi's quite low. She has been healing a lot. Deathmaster Snitch is kicking ass. He doesn't care. He is trying to carry this game on his back. Go, Deathmaster Snitch, go. But Alberic and the Paladin getting close to him. He is still a Skaven Lord. He still has very low leadership. And Royal Hippogriff Knights nearby might just terror out him off. Marathi staying safe up in the sky, and army losses is coming in. So the final score will be 5-6. CB takes it, but it did end up being a close clan war with AIMA rallying very hard on the back half of the event. Nicely done. Nicely done. It's about as well as it could have gone. 5-6, good score to have. CB do take it today. That was a good one. Talk faster. I don't know if I can, dude. Oh, you make greenskins and wells. Gotcha. Chad player using Max Chevron Spider Riders to kill Wild Riders. I don't know what's happening. Gorgon, guys, I'm just a tree. Yes. Anyway, Jeremy, I don't think I can talk faster. I did my best. Deathmaster Snitch getting 2,500 value. Very nice for him. Ashen Triads, Death Runners did fine. Wolf Rats did okay. And one of the Rat Ogres did well. For Terran, or Tehran, Torox did fine. Wildscaster did his best. Goreherds actually did okay. Syndico's Throwing Axes got murdered. Minotaurs got murdered. And Gorgon got slapped. For Reganator, Marathi got 2,300 value. Bleak Swords did well. Shades did great. Go, Shades, go. Proud of you guys. Dark Riders actually did very well. Repeater Crossbows had tons of love left to give. So did the Scourge Runners. And the Manticores did just fine. Cuden. Alberic getting 2,100 value. Life Mage just healing some stuff. Paladin did actually really well considering his price point. All the peasants died for Bretonia. Knights of the Realm got mixed value. One of them good, one of them not. And the flying hippogriff things did okay. Trebuchets also did okay. GG, well played! Yay! Throw as many exclamation points on there as you can. Alright. We did it. We did it. Let's go check out the thing. To end out the stream, go to the right screen, pull up the majigger, and put the whole red on there. Red and red. AIMA goes to 5. 5 to 6. It was a good battle. It was a good battle. Good scrap. You'll love to see it. Oh boy. Good job, CB. I loved seeing some new people. I've seen Voyns and Pandasama around, but I had not seen Lord Lever, not seen Tehran. Deobald was also new to me, and as was Ashra. It's good to see them. On the AIMA side, also new people was Grumpy Guard, and otherwise I know these guys. So I hope any of those people start to play in some of our events that we have around the Discord channel or play in some of Aticity stuff. I would love to see more of them. More players is always good. Whew! That was a day. Okie dokie. I have a bunch of stuff to go do. That was a nice 3-hour event. How long was it? How long were we streaming? What's going on? Who's around me right now? 3.5-hour event. So yeah, good. They also broke the rules 399 unit count for Skaven. I thought it was 300 per person. Cuden, are you trolling me? Do both players need 400? I thought 300 was the limit. What are you on about? Need some macros for that scale? I don't need macros for anything. I do everything by hand. Hey, Shogunik, you guys played fine. You did great. I'm tired. That was a lot of screaming. I'm gonna go make some eggs with green peppers. Let's do that. Goodbye forever, everybody. I will see you never again.